Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome in to a very chilly Saturday morning of December the 13th, 2025 here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. That's Chinmay, this is Rob, and we are back at it once again to get your weekend started off in a very positive direction here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch family. Awesome to see everybody here, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And Chinmay, as always, as it's been the last number of Saturdays, it hasn't been the most pleasant way to get into work. I had to start my car for about 15 to 20 minutes before I could even leave my house this morning. It was about 7 degrees when I woke up today. So I know you felt the same thing, but I'm glad that you're here. And how's your morning starting off so far?
I was going to say, you thought today is cold. Just wait until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wait until that polar vortex air starts coming in our direction. No, it's been good. Fortunately, the car was able to stay in the garage all night.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have to do the
one of those
15 to 20 minute warm up. So that was good. Other than that, yeah, it's been a great week. It's been phenomenal. My spread picks haven't done as well as I thought they would, but outside of that, I'm excited for what should be a very fun day in the break room here. We got plenty of great series. We even have a practice squad break, double box break that we're going to get started off with here. So we should hopefully that should lead into a lot of other things that we can get to, including the Black and Blue Speed Flex series, which we had last week, I believe, and it wasn't a Speed Flex. It was a Black and Blue Authentic series, I believe. But this is a Black and Blue Speed Flex, and there's an LT secondary headliner. LaDainian Tomlinson is almost never a secondary headliner.
Yeah, I know.
In any series.
Woo.
That should tell you what the contents of that series are in terms of headliners. And we also have the Weekend Warrior series.
Yeah, so the Weekend Warrior series, the Black and Blue, as Chinmay just alluded to, guys, a Speed Flex Black and Blue. Now, certainly, there's not going to be too much rain or shine on those bad boys. Now, that's the great thing, right? With that Black and Blue series, we're going to dive into it quite a bit today. For everybody that's not familiar, it's basically a chin strap is slightly loose. There could be a scratch. There could be a smudge. But, I mean, we literally have to go full Sherlock Holmes and Watson style investigating to truly find what could possibly be wrong with the helmet itself, especially from last weekend when you and I were observing some of the lids. You know, it's very few and far between where you can notice anything.
It's very hard to find something.
Yeah, exactly.
It displays perfectly fine. That's, I think, the key is that any damage that there would be, you really have to like be super eagle-eyed and know that it's there. Not to mention that it's not really on the display side of the helmet. So they display perfectly fine. And as we said, like, you know, LaDainian Tomlinson is a secondary headliner, which almost never happens in any Ultimate Autographs series.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge thing to emphasize, right? And there's no way that we could get into talking about that black and blue speed flex without, of course, going through our dice roll and our chase wheel spin. It's like going out to dinner, right? You're not gonna ask the waiter to ask, you know, for some chocolate cake as soon as you get to the table. You got to get your drinks and you got to get the appetizer, the main course. That's how we got to do things here in the UA Live break room. If this is your first guys tuning in. It really is. Now, you could get away with that a lot easier at a restaurant than you can here in this break room because that is not going to be a rule that we can bypass. But one thing that we can bypass is this dice roll. Looks like the boys last night and Robbie and Josh, they did a great job on the UA After Dark show. So who knows? I mean, if you guys really had that late night caffeine kick getting yourself into the weekend, maybe you're just transitioning from that show into this one. We very much appreciate you guys for being here with us this early. So Chinmay, I'm going to guess that you're never going to deviate from the number that you like to go with. Okay, gotcha. Sounds good. So I'm going to go with 12 today. I'm going with my AJ Przinsky number here. Okay. And instead, we're going to go with the Mark Kotze number. We're going to go with, oh, no, that's 5. Oh, the Juan Uribe. Wow, I thought that was 7. My mistake. We can't have that. Oh, let's go with number 9. Let's go with number 9. So that sounds good to me. Let's get the dice roll all updated. Now, the biggest thing here is what I like to do specifically, and, you know, for Chinmay and myself, again, we have the Weekend Warrior exclusive series. You guys have waited 5 days for that, right? So you guys have been very patient, been very understanding, and realized, you know what? I like the Weekend Warrior so much, and it's been one of our most popular series that we are running here at Ultimate Autograph, so we want to reward you guys by giving you that. Now, the other thing is being able to figure out which one of these other series, Chinmay, that we are going to want to have for you guys to get involved with when it comes to this series. So that's what we're going to figure out from here right now. So whichever one this lands on, this is also going to go alongside the Weekend Warrior. And it looks like it's going to be, the quarterback room, which looks to be.
Well, there's only one box left.
One box left. Okay. So that puts us in a very interesting situation there. So the quarterback room, You know, I don't want to go against the wheel, Chinmay. I really don't, because it feels like that's like tempting, you know, the fantasy room gods. But
so Rip has a rule where if there's 5 boxes or less in a series, you have like that gets included into another thing.
Yeah.
So like the QB room plus another series would be its own spin.
Yeah, so that coincides perfectly with the Weekend Warrior series then. So it's going to be the Weekend Warrior series and the QB room, guys. As Chinmay just mentioned, there's 1 box left in that QB room. But as you guys know, for almost every series that we have here, as soon as you clear out one series, there's always going to be another one waiting in the wings for you guys. So again, QB room, that's going to be a hidden gem that we got for you guys. So 9 on the dice roll. Chase wheel spin is set for the show today. So let's get ourselves right into this break room. But, you know, Chinmay, I certainly can't let this go by the boards, my friend, because you mentioned, unfortunately, your spread picks, you did say you went 1 and 2. And according to the numbers here, I mean, it looks like I got lucky once again, and I had another very good week. When I had a 3-0 week.
Really?
So I had a 3-0 week. Yeah, Chicago +7. The Texans +3 and Cincinnati +6. So all of those outside of Houston, who ended up winning outright at Arrowhead on Sunday Night Football, those were all very close. So I think unfortunately, your Jet streak came to an end.
Jet streak came to an end, but hey, my guy Brady Cook is going to get the start tomorrow.
I saw that.
So maybe it's a chance to back the Jets once again.
Will you be wearing your Mike Arias gifted jersey that you guys have available?
I have it at home. It does not fit me. It is way too big.
Well, good luck to Brady Cook and the Jets tomorrow, but good luck to you guys in this practice squad double that's coming up here right now. I'm going to ask you guys for a couple of box numbers. Just wanted to give you guys a quick glance at the break room. I'm also going to drop a link in here for you guys as well while this break is going on. We have 2 spots left to go in that multi-sport jersey mixer series to have available for you guys. really great ratios on the board, 11 headliners, and 17 of those, of course, those are all exclusively jerseys that we have going in that series. Chinmay, a lot of licensed jerseys that are going on in that series. We also have that brand new black and blue Speed Flex. How brand new is it? Well, only 2 boxes have been tapped into that B and B series. As of, is it? Oh no, it's been 7 boxes.
7 boxes.
7. I was thinking of the practice squad. My apologies. So 23 boxes, and again though, 16 headliners. This is a Speed Flex exclusive series. 2 spots to go, guys. Get those filled up. So, just so you guys can see the names that are out there, going to look for 2 numbers in the practice squad double number 2. Did you enjoy you have a good Friday night last night?
Yeah, I watched some TV and got some sleep. So that's always good.
No, I was going to say getting some good sleep on us for the week. We are literally weekend warriors. They named that series after Chinmay and myself. Getting that's something that I've really come to appreciate, especially being here at UA with all of you, you lovely people here on the weekends, is that, being here for 5 shows, being here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, that really goes against the grain for myself. Chinmay, that's never been my Matt forte when it comes to getting up and ready, but this is certainly something that's effortless for me to be here. Speaking of effortless, how about Steffortless last night? Stephen Curry return to the hardwood for the Warriors last night in a phenomenal back-and-forth matchup and a Western Conference head-to-head showdown between them and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Steph dropped 39. It was not enough, unfortunately. And the reason I'm alluding to basketball is we got some great basketball jerseys left available. We have a licensed jersey for Dirk Nowitzki, German Jesus, headlining the multi-sport jersey series alongside Jason Tatum, another licensed jersey for Deuce, as he is known, also the name of his son. So, what's up, Rob? What's going on? What's going on, Michael? Good morning to you, my guy, our fellow Illinois resident, and Mr. Poyos. I'll also be asking you tomorrow for our Sunday shows what your Portillo orders should be for me for tomorrow. Michael basically fed me last Sunday.
Oh, wow.
He told me his favorite Portillo's order, and that inspired me to my lunch for last Sunday.
There's right down the street here.
Yeah, I know.
Which is where you probably went.
Which is where, they know me by name there now. He said the minis are gone, huh? Yes, they are. But again, not a bad thing at all, Michael. That practice squad is brand new. 28 boxes, 13 total headliners. We'll get into that in just a little bit. So Dennis, John, Gary, Dustin, Alfredo, and John. 13 and 21. There's Mr. Narvaez. Good morning to you, Johnny River. 13 and 21 in the practice squad, Chinmay. Now, the one thing I did notice coming in here in the studio this morning, that practice squad box looking a little different. Looks the I formation. Usually rocking the wooden crates, but instead, we got ourselves a couple of black boxes. Rocking these out. Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. 13 and 21 after that has been randomized. A couple of quick things for you guys, just so you can get a quick heads up. The refer a friend ticker that we have going on. This is running the entire month of December. Emmett Smith Authentic. 3 words that will make anybody's holiday season and the rest of their 2025 that much more special. That promotion will end at the end of this month, so December 31st. All you have to do, refer a friend here to Ultimate Autographs. They spent $100 plus in their first cumulative order. You also get $50 as well, so don't think that you're just leaving empty-handed. And, of course, for you referring them, you get entered in that Emmett Smith giveaway. So something I always like to reiterate and mention quite a bit here. So good luck to everybody in this first series that we got. The first series of the day, always the most exciting in my opinion. So I'm happy to break the seal with you guys in Chinmay this morning. Dustin Aronson. You got what's going on, DA, in the NFC North and AFC East. Dustin Aronson is kind of like he's kind of like a quiet mob boss. He lurks in the shadows. He always seems to get the job done, but he's more action than talking, to say the least. He always gets the job done, though. Gary Brasseur. First time. What's going on, Gary Bear? Welcome to the UA Live Break Room. Favorite team, favorite player. Feel free to let us know here. John Narvaez, little box collar magic for John in the NFC East. Gary with 2 spots, this one being in the NFC West. John Pastel in the AFC North. And the guy who I was just about to announce in the his division break, and according to this man, the only person here at UA that correctly pronounces his last name, Alfredo Lisciotto. Alfredo Lisciotto, what's going on, Alfredo? Good morning. And Dennis Rivers rounding things out in the AFC West. So Mr. Lisciotto says, "What's up, guys? Good morning." Well, you
Morning
tuned in
to you too.
Tune in at just the right time, Alfredo.
Yeah.
Hopefully you open up your eyes to a practice squad hit. 13 headliners, 28 boxes. Going to be down to 26 after this, and hopefully we got some headliners for you guys to start out here. Looking to start off with some headliners in a big, big way. And this is the thing I like most about the practice squad, Chinmay, is that there is a ton of variety when it comes to this series. For example, how about a football to get ourselves started off, right? Now, usually you start off with the football on a Saturday morning at the collegiate level. This morning, we're going to stick with the pros. So we're going to stick with one of the most recognizable characters in NFL history. One of the most dominant defensive players, however, of his era. A guy that always seemed to find himself on winning teams. It's Bill Romanowski. Bill Romanowski. The number 53 there on the football. So that is not deemed to have any particular team for Mr. Romanowski. So as we go here at UA, it goes by tenure with the team that we have. So that should be an AFC West hit, I believe.
That's going to be an AFC West.
For Mr. Romanowski. So the Doc getting prescribed a W to start off our Saturday morning show. So absolutely love to see that for our guy Doc Rivers.
Yeah, that's that's actually interesting. We'll have to double. So he's technically top. He has 96 starts with the Broncos.
Okay.
But he actually played 96 games with the 49ers as well.
Wow. Huh. Okay, so
But he didn't start with
San Francisco.
He didn't have as many starts with San Francisco.
With San Francisco, that's very interesting.
But
okay.
yeah, but it is exactly the same games.
Same games. Okay, so as the starter, Bill Romanowski, that would be an AFC West hit that we would have in that situation. So the Doc, that's going to be going to him, man. So in case you didn't see there, Mr. Rivers, in case you are with us this morning, I know Doc is a very, very popular fixture here in the chat. Nice PSA cert as well. Very nice PSA cert to go with the Bill Romanowski. And look at John. John Narvice is a big Chinmay fan. So Chinmay with the fresh cut.
Yeah. That's actually what I did on Friday. Got the haircut.
Getting ready for the show, man. I love it. Got to get and the hair and makeup, everything.
Yeah.
All inclusive. So very good start for the Doc here on this Saturday morning. Let's see, 277-655. Bill Romanowski. A lot of great stories about Bill Romanowski, depending on who you talk to. But again, certainly a guy that was wherever he played, whether it was San Fran, Denver, I believe Oakland, he spent some time in as well.
Yeah. 4-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, 4-time Super Bowl champion. He was an impact player, certainly cannot deny that. Didn't he play for just about every championship team in the 90s? Yeah, I was going to say he nearly half a decade worth of rings, Michael, for Romanowski. Alfredo and Doc, good morning, fellas. Alfredo, I just got that Red Alt Giants authentic with Strahan and LT. Still interested. Yeah, I think I was on that show with you, Mike. That was a gorgeous lid. That was arguably the two best defensive players in franchise history for the Giants. I would certainly argue that. Obviously, LT, possibly the greatest ever. Mm-hmm. And then Strahan, whose single-season sack record, Chinmay.
It's probably going to be broken.
Yeah, he's going to be looking at Caleb Williams this upcoming weekend like a porterhouse. Somebody's going to be looking at this mini like a porterhouse. Let's see what we got here. Now, usually this guy tends to be a headliner, whether it's a photo or secondary. And guess what? Back-to-back hidden gems to get ourselves started off. And this is going to be on a beautiful, let's see, is this going to be this is going to be a nice standard mini on the Red-Eyed Raven. It's T-Sizzle. Terrell Suggs. Terrell Suggs on an AFC North hit. That's going to be John Pascal. gorgeous Terrell Suggs hit. Talk about Super Bowl champion Terrell Suggs, a former Super Bowl champion, linebacker for that 2010 Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl winning team. Obviously, that was the famous Harbaugh Bowl between the 49ers and the Ravens.
2012.
Was it? Oh, yeah, 2012. You're right. Yeah, 2012 of the Harbaugh Bowl. Very, very nice stuff there. Terrell Suggs played a lengthy career. Certainly one of the most recognizable players of the 2000s and 2010s. One of the best personalities. A guy that was just a great leader, Chinmay, on the field and off of it. 7-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion, actually.
Yeah, because he went with the Chiefs. He won it with the Chiefs when they in the first Super Bowl, I believe.
In 2019.
Yeah.
In 2019. Yeah, how could I forget? He started off that year with the Cardinals. How could I forget? Also a Defensive Player of the Year in 2011. So shout out to Terrell Suggs, man. Talk about a jack of all trades, a linebacker, edge rusher. Very, very nice.
Ball So Hard University.
Ball So Hard University. That's where John Pascal just graduated from. Ball So Hard University. So, John, I do not recall you getting a win, at least since I've been on the show. So, if this is your first win, John, and you're tuning in this morning, it's a great way to start off your PC here with us.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So, Chinmay, I know that we were inching pretty close on a couple different fronts before this break. Are we got anything else?
We got two spots left in this vault double box, and the vault is actually in a pretty good spot in terms of headliners. There's only 3 headliners left, but only 5 boxes. And there's also the $300 vault key, which is left. So effectively, you got 4 headliner-worthy boxes in 5 boxes. So in that double box, we're going to see at least a headliner or a vault key come out in one of those boxes. George Kittle, Terry Bradshaw, John Elway, the headliners left in that vault double. So that's in a really good spot. The multi-sport jerseys, 2 to go. And the, and the black and blue single, black and blue Speed Flex single is 2 to go as well. So we are 2 to go in several different breaks, and all of them very, very appealing for the ratios. You got 3 out of 5 boxes in the vault are headliners, but you also have the $300 vault key in that vault. In the black and blue, you've got 16 headliners left in 23 boxes, and the multi-sport jersey, you have 11 headliners left in 17 boxes. So all outstanding ratios. Obviously, the vault is the best one, because if you consider that $300 vault key to be headliner worthy, which, by the way, you don't just get the $300. You also get the helmet that comes with it.
Yeah.
So you get a helmet and $300 of store credit. It's essentially a headliner worthy box. So that's 80% ratio right there in the vault double.
Now, that just going on that really quick before we're going to end up going through the whole break page here, but starting with the multi-sport, going to transition into the black and blue. It's going to be the first time Chinmay and I are both taking a look at the black and blue series.
We got the multi-sport jersey.
Right on cue.
So, yeah.
Right on cue, baby. Who closed that out?
That would be Aubrey Gerling.
Aubrey Gerling.
New customer.
Awesome. Thank you, Aubrey. Much appreciated there. Yeah, a very rare scenario here in the break room, guys, where we actually have 2 jersey series rocking at the same time. Mm-hmm. Not just this multi-sport, which is about to be a double box break, but our traditional jerseys, which also has 13 boxes.
This is the single.
Oh, just a single? Okay, sweet. So we have a single coming up in this multi-sport.
Yeah.
Again, very, very good ratios, guys. 11 headliners, 17 boxes to go. And then the traditional jerseys have 13 boxes and 6 headliners remaining. So I'm going to get ourselves into this first and foremost. Again, thank you, Aubrey, for closing that out. Always like to get some new person magic here in the room. If this is your first time just tuning in here this morning. It's going to be a little condensed there with all of the names of the teams in this division. 1 number, multi-sports. Number 2. Joseph Aubrey. Wow, Aubrey, so she has 6 spots rocking this morning. So it's going to be a mano-a-mano matchup between her and Joseph, and that's the way that you got to attack the break room, right? If you understand how it works and you've played in break rooms before, or you watch our live break page between Chinmay and myself, or just the 2-minute tutorial that you have when you join a live break page, you will quickly understand how everything works here at Ultimate Autographs. So if you are confident in that, and you know where you want to put your money and where you want to go after something, we see this a lot, especially during the holiday seasons. When it comes to the holiday seasons as well, this is a perfect time to get that. Your sweetie pie, your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew, your neighbor, coworker. There are a million different options and stocking stuffers that you can go in any different type of direction. So we see a lot of new people this time of the year because of that. So Michael said Alfredo scored that red Trey Mini from the Advent calendar, right? Yes, he did. Yeah, he got my guy... who in Arizona, we like to call him T-Sizzle, and Trey McBride, because of how scorching hot he's been this year. Obviously paying homage to the Terrell Suggs mini that we just had not too long ago. But Alfredo won that in an Advent calendar. Now, the Advent calendar is reset for the shows that we have today. 3 of those spots will be a gift card, and one of those Advent calendars, you guys will see in a bit, that's going to happen when the first 5 breaks occur over the course of a show. So if you guys want to get that Advent calendar, we have possibly one of 3 gift cards, or we have a signed baseball bat that is a part of that as well. So you guys will see who that is if it lands on that. So that'll be cool. I'm going to give this another few seconds here. Joseph and Aubrey, just looking for one number between you guys. If not, no worries. We got this gorgeous picker wheel here to get ourselves through this break. A lot of great stuff in the multi-sport mixer, though. From hockey to football to baseball as well, all across the board. Those raves are fire. Yeah, Mike, probably my favorite lids going on right now that are non-custom speed flexes are definitely the raves. My personal favorite team as I spin the wheel here for Aubrey and Joseph, it's going to be box number 1 in the multi-sport. Let's see if we got that. Chinmay. We do not. 4 should be the closest. We're going to rock number 4. Thank you, my man. I would have to say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are my favorite raves. Chinmay, you got a certain rave helmet in here that sticks out for a particular team?
I would say I don't think I've seen it. Actually, no. That's false. I have. It's the Dolphins one.
Really great one. Yeah. I love the Jaguars as well.
Yeah.
The Chargers,
Dolphins, Jags, and Chargers. They're
always clean.
Are always good.
They're always clean, to say the least. Alfredo said, "Yes, sir. Only thing I've won lately. Only thing that you've won lately so far.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten one yet, but that JJ from the QB room is hot. Yeah, that custom McCarthy speed flex. So, and again, JJ McCarthy, despite certain criticisms of this year, without a doubt, just came off of his best pro start last week. So had a very nice performance. So somebody's about to have a nice performance in this multi-sport jersey number 2. So what we got going on here, got to actually randomize the names first. So if you guys haven't noticed, again, mornings are not my friend. So easy lapse of the memory. They're going to go 9 times around the randomizer. I apologize for Joseph and Aubrey. Let's see where we land. I only did one of these bad boys yesterday, Chinmay, and it hit me right in the sweet spot. Austin Reeves and Allen Iverson double up yesterday. So I got my guy AI. Went to our boy, Michael Arias. So let's see what we got here. Woo! Now, speaking of having your boy, this is very rare, where the person that I actually pull out of this box is actually one of my boys. We're tight. We're actually so tight that we've broken boxes on air together. He's only the 5th all-time leading scorer in the NHL in goals scored. His father actually happens to be on the Mount Rushmore of Chicago Blackhawks players, but he carved out an even better legacy for himself. A 2-time Stanley Cup winner with the Dallas Stars and Detroit Red Wings. However, we're getting him on the team that his number is retired with. A St. Louis Blues hit for the Golden Brett. Brett Hall. Woo! Brett Hull on the throwback St. Louis Blues sweater. How about that right there? I literally
That's
saw.
so nice.
I saw Brett Hull's literal right hand sign this himself when he was in our conference room here at UA. It was very nice to tell some old war stories. Really, really nice guy. Again, if you guys missed out on that, Brett Hull was actually in studio breaking boxes with me and Robbie Lopez a little over a month ago. Really cool stuff. An awesome guy. Got a chance to chat with him after that show as well. And speaking of that Blues hit, Chinmay, we actually got to figure out a winner, and it's going to be going into the girl who got herself 6 spots in this break, and that's going to be Aubrey Gerling. First timer for Aubrey, so round of applause in the chat. Talk about a great first way to get yourself started, man. There's just something different about these hockey sweaters in particular. Obviously, it's cold outside, right? So, you need something to keep you warm out there, but just like the aesthetics of them, the vintage throwback look. I just love hockey sweaters, man. They're probably my favorite jerseys and out of the 4 pro main sports that we have. Just an absolutely gorgeous look.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal hit. Obviously, not only because of who it is, but because Brett Hull was in the break room.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, you and him are not tight. So
we go way back.
You got him. Yeah, you got him. Speed dial is no longer a thing, but if it was a thing, you'd have him on speed dial.
For Brett, it still is.
Okay.
When he actually walked in, he had a pager attached to his hip. So
okay.
that's how far back me and how far back Mr. Brett Hull goes. But seriously, he's was a really nice guy, and overall just an awesome player. One of the greatest goal scorers of all time. He had, I think he still has to this day, 2 of the top 10 best goal scoring seasons. He had 2 separate 70 goal scoring seasons in the NHL. So obviously, without a doubt, that is a headliner hit and a very worthy one, if that. So Brett Hull is off the board, guys. Headliners are down to 10. Boxes are down to 16. And that's the great thing. I mean, there was just, statistically, 11 headliners, Chinmay, to 6 hidden gems going into that break. Chances are we were going to get a headliner, but they're still in great position.
Right.
So going forward. Michael said Hull. Yeah, I guess you could say that is one heck of a Hull right there for Aubrey. Alfredo said the only Packer I have is a beautiful speed flex. Donald Driver with the green visor. I know that's going to hit Chinmay right in his wheelhouse with a little double D action there from Donald Driver, one of my favorite wide receivers growing up.
Yeah, he's a Packer legend. But Michael, if you're looking for Packers, the Josh Jacobs Authentic in the practice squad is still available. There is a Josh Jacobs Raiders Black and Blue Speed Flex. There's also a Rodgers Authentic in the practice squad, but that's on a Steelers helmet, I believe. And there's a Devontae Adams jersey in the practice squad, but I think that's on the Rams. So
it is, yeah.
We have like Packers and Packers adjacent in the room, but that Josh Jacobs Authentic in the practice squad is a Packers helmet. So I know that there's at least one Packers lid in the room, but we typically do get Jordan Love as like the headliner Packer hit. That is a common sight in this break room. We get a decent amount of Packers in the Ann Moore section as well.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, one of the best signatures in the game, Jay Hart, J-Lo. Certainly, he was feeling the love after a big-time division win last week against their rival Chicago Bears. Who's Green Bay rocking up? Who do your Packers take on this week?
Denver. It's a big game in Denver. We take on the Broncos.
Fantasy.
It's going to be interesting for the Packers defense because they had a very tough time, that defensive line did, tracking down Caleb Williams, and we know that Bo Nix has the ability to scramble, has the ability to move, create plays after things kind of break down. So it'll be interesting to see if that defensive line can contain Bo Nix a little bit, force him to be more of a passer, and take away sort of that running ability, which Caleb nearly with that ability to extend plays nearly brought the Bears back all the way last week.
Yeah, Bo Nix, a break room regular here as well. And for fantasy implications, Josh Jacobs is one of my starting running backs
Okay.
Going on this week. I'm split exactly 50-50 going into my projections for my playoff matchup. I believe that you have both of your fantasy teams in the postseason.
Two postseason matchups.
Yeah.
I was in contention for the bye in both leagues last week. Obviously, the first one, the one of them was a long shot. wasn't gonna happen unless there was a out of this world performance from the Philadelphia Eagles. There was an out of this world performance from the Philadelphia Eagles. It was just on the opposite end of what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
The moment that Jalen Hurts threw the interception and then fumbled on the same play, that's when I knew my hopes of the bye were over.
Yeah.
And then in the other matchup, had AJ Brown caught that touchdown pass, I probably would have had enough points to secure the bye. But I got good performance out of Baker Mayfield on Thursday, and Chris Godwin caught a touchdown as well. So
he did as well.
So we're off to a good start, but obviously tomorrow is a big day. All the matchups are won and lost on Sunday. You can do what you want on Thursday and Monday night, occasionally on Saturday, but everything's won and lost on Sunday.
100%. And for you guys, there's going to be a lot of winning and not a whole lot of losing for you guys. It's a Speed Flex series, guys. Come on. What more do we need to talk about here in this Black and Blue Speed Flex? 16 headliners, 23 boxes. 2 spots to go in this first single box break. Just alluding to the fantasy, obviously, good luck to you in your matchups.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is the season of giving, right? So, obviously, you want to wish upon the fantasy gods, if you will, some good karma for everybody and for myself. Hopefully, this is the start of. You always look for a sign for the fantasy playoffs every year. You have maybe you started a guy that you haven't started for weeks in your flex spot that you just had a good feeling about, or maybe you benefit, like for example, the other guy you're going up against. Unfortunately, if it's an injury or maybe he or she did not play the right person in their lineup. Like, for example, I don't know, shout out to my guy Shoof. Maybe you pick up Kyle Pitts on Thursday morning and you don't decide to start him, which he did not do.
Yeah.
And Kyle Pitts, for those that were aware, I was watching this on the way in this morning, Chinmay. 45 points, 166 yards, 3 touchdowns. It is recorded as the 7th greatest tight end performance in fantasy football history. Absolutely crazy stuff from Kyle Pitts. Is the 5-year tight end from Florida. He showed why. He was the highest drafted tight end of all time on a Thursday night. Set Emeka Egbuka, which I felt okay about. He finished with just 10 points. So felt pretty good about that. Tanya, what's going on, Tanya? Good morning to you. I said I bought into the multi-sport jerseys. Need some basketball for my son. Yeah, well, he's going to be very, very happy with some of the basketball items that we got available, Tanya. 4 headliners for you. I'll show you that really quick, Tanya, since we're on the topic here. And that Black and Blue Speed Flex, by the way, did sell out. It did. The single did sell out. So I'll talk about those headliners in just a quick second. But for you, Tanya, 5 spots to go in that double. So not sure if you got into the double or the single. So it would have to be the double. So let's talk about that for just an $84 price point, guys. These are the 4 basketball jersey headliners we got left for you. Dirk Nowitzki on a licensed jersey, Jason Tatum, which is also licensed as well, and then Steph Curry and Nikola Jokic side by side. Those are not licensed, but come on. 2 of the GOATs of the modern era, and Steph Curry and Nikola Jokic. She said, let's make it a good Xmas. Yeah, heck yeah. Let's spread that holiday cheer here, guys. I'm very excited to get into this Black and Blue single going on. So I'm going to ask for one number for the B and B single. So Chinmay just got that together, but before I end up going into that with you guys, just want you to know what you are playing for here in this series. Again, awesome ratios. Great custom speed flexes, guys. This is the series to be in. This is where you want to be if you want to get top of the line collections. I mean, my goodness. I mean, it feels like I'm like walking into a rainbow right now with all these different colors. This is absolutely gorgeous stuff. Lawrence Taylor, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino. Oh my! Look at that! Look at that Nico Collins, man. Like what more can you say about that Nico Collins? I mean, every single one of these lids I can sit here and get a drool bucket and talk about all day. I mean, I just clicked on this, Chinmay, and our viewership just doubled. We're now up to 24 eyes. It's almost like, Rob, we've been waiting all morning for you to click that, you silly goose. Jonathan Taylor, Adrian Peterson, Josh Jacobs, all still available in the series with Earl Campbell, Steve Young, and Bo Jackson. All photo headliners. Oh my goodness. The Kansas City Royals? Bo Jackson, custom speed flex for Bo Nose. Oh my goodness, the baseball and everything. Oh man, we're gonna have fun today, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun in this series. I'll show the other videos in a little bit. So the Derrick Henry. So now the Derrick Henry 2 means that we have 2 Derrick Henrys in the secondary. Very interesting there. Actually, my first time seeing that, Chinmay. I don't know how often you've seen that.
I have not. I have only seen it once because last weekend we had the 2 Bradys, right? We had the Brady and the Bucks Brady and the Patriots Brady in the same break, but only one Brady was left.
So I mean, in this situation, maybe a Titans and Ravens.
Yeah, Titans and Ravens, it's got to be right.
Wow.
Or maybe Alabama.
Or Alabama as well. We've seen that before.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, Rob Gronkowski, Steve Young, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Again, that was the LaDainian Tomlinson secondary you were alluding to, guys. So looking for some names and people out there. Michael Baldwin, Scott Freed, Joseph Barufel, Danielle Patterson, Aubrey Gerling, and Wayne Gerling. We got a bunch of new players playing here today. Weekends are for the newbies. I absolutely love to see it, guys. If you have any questions at all, clearly you guys are playing like 10-year vets here in the breaks, which I absolutely love. But again, if you have any questions for Chinmay and myself, please do not feel shy to ask. My mom used to say this all the time. The only dumb question is the one that stays inside of your head. So we are your roadmaps for you guys here today in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. And let's get this bad boy going. Black and blue single. This is what it's going to look like, guys. I'm going to go through the division breaks, and then if we do not have a number by then, I'll go to the wheel for the first time in this single series. Aubrey Gerling, the winner of the Bill Romanowski, or did she get the Terrell Suggs?
Terrell Suggs.
The Terrell Suggs mini.
Yeah.
Scott Freed in the NFC South. Danielle Patterson.
She had the Brett Hull jersey.
Oh, the Brett Hull jersey.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah. So she's looking to make it back to back. Looking to compile a winning streak here. Danielle Patterson ended up getting the NFC East spot. Welcome in, Danielle. Favorite player, favorite team. Does it happen to reside in the NFC East? We got a lot of Eagles fans. We got a lot of Giants fans here in the UA Live break room. Maybe you are one of those. Michael Baldwin. Any relation to Alec? I hope not. He's probably screaming at you right now if he is. In the NFC West, Aubrey and Wayne. Is that a husband-wife situation there? Is like a father-daughter connection? Great to see some family play going on here in the chat on the AFC North and the AFC South. And Joseph Barufi rounding things out. So, guys, I'm going to spin the wheel. Did not get a number for that, which is A-okay. We like to get a lot of wheel luck here. Tanya said, what is the chase? Great question, Tanya. Chase for you, right down here at the bottom, the Weekend Warrior and the QB room.
Yeah.
Weekend Warrior and QB room. So as you know, Tanya, you're regular here. The Weekend Warrior is back. 10 headliners, 16 boxes. I'll dive into that in the break room after this break. QB room, 1 box left. That goes out the door. That's a hidden gem, Tanya. So again, you get to enter into that one and only Chase Wheel Spin spot, which, by the way, is a separate Chase Wheel Spin. Both of those between the Weekend Warrior and the QB room. And then we get a brand new series that comes out after that as well. So a nice win-win scenario for you. So let's see what this first black and blue is going to be, Chinmay. And we're going to go to number 24. Going to rock number 24. Ticker says we should have it. We do indeed, and now we don't. Now you see it, and now you don't. Yeah,
The first 2.
I don't know how that did in the box offices, but yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed the first movie of that for sure. I'm just a big Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg guy. If you've seen Zombieland, you have to be because of how great.
Yeah.
Also, The Social Network is one of my favorite.
Yeah, very
movies
good.
as
Very
well.
good.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of what made me become a huge Jesse Eisenberg fan, and ironically, an Andrew Garfield guy as well.
Okay. No Justin Timberlake, or you already were a Justin Timberlake
I'm not
guy?
me and Sean Parker, not my favorite portrayal of a fictitious character, but Justin Timberlake, he can have that sexy back if he wants.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here, guys. Box 24. Good luck, everyone. right. Well, back-to-back headliners. We had a headliner in the multi-sport jerseys, and we're going to have a headliner here in this black and blue Speed Flex, and my goodness. It's funny how you can Beetlejuice things sometimes here in the room, Chinmay. We were just talking about what teams we like for our favorite rave colors. Well, this happens to be on the team that I mentioned, and this is also the quarterback of the team that I mentioned for my favorite rave design. Raise the Jolly Roger for Baker Mayfield on a gorgeous Rave Speed Flex. Signature right on the sweet spot there for Baker Mayfield, baby. Number 6 inscription as well. Beautiful. Baker Mayfield Speed Flex. They're a part of this black and blue single series. Awesome stuff there. NFC South hit Scott Fried. Love to see that win there for you, my guy. Great win for our guy. Great Scott with a great win this morning. Now, here comes the fun part, right? This is when you and I put on our detective hats and we figure out. So this is my first guess, and this one you can actually see in the product cam. Probably this right here.
Yeah.
With some of the tape, that would probably be my first guess on the decal because everything else looks pretty ship shape.
Yeah, everything else looks great. You can probably, and because of the signatures on the sweet spot, you can probably display it front on, and you'd be good.
No one's the wiser.
No one's, no one's looking at the side with the with that tape decal kind of slightly off.
Yeah.
But that's and tells you how good this series is. Baker Mayfield was a secondary headliner.
Yeah, it's a secondary.
Which almost never happens in any break room series.
Yeah, it's not like we're talking about serious, cosmetic issues where, somebody tripped and fell in our shipping department and a spot of paint landed on it, or they're stacking something on a shelf and, it fell on the ground and all of a sudden you get, a 5-finger discount out of it. But again, it's a very, very minor cosmetic thing here. Again, this is something that you can even press, something that you can even stretch out and even fix yourself. Yeah. Very, very minor. Like some of the other things we get are sometimes, screws that you can buy to go in and tighten in the chin strap, which are, again, they're screws. They're just a couple of dollars. And if you're playing in this type of series, you clearly have a couple of dollars that you can spend on screws. Just saying, or a couple other cosmetic things you can change. Regardless, one of my favorite series, one of my favorite quarterbacks, and one of my favorite lids that I've seen over the last number of days. So great job there by Scott. And if you guys like speed flexes like this, here's the best thing about the black and blues. Whenever we do a SpeedFlex exclusive series, the singles usually hover for around $200 a spot for a single. Not in this case, because again, we are labeling these as quote-unquote cosmetic issues that we have with some of these lids. So again, if you're planning on just displaying them, you can display it front on like Chinmay said.
Yeah.
Display it on the side with not much to really notice of it, and you're getting an unbelievable discount. Just $175 for the single, and then $350 for the double, which has 7 spots. Love to go on that one. So, awesome start for the B&B guys. 15 headliners, 22 boxes to go. And let's get ourselves through some of these other series that we have not caught up with you as of yet. How about the brand new practice squad that we got going on for you guys? So 5 spots to go in the practice squad single for a $51 value, 6 to go in that double. Now, obviously, Chinmay, whenever we get a brand new series, I'm always going to promote you guys getting into doubles. The most headliners are available when the series drops, obviously, right? Because that's how math works usually. So I want you guys to take advantage of those headliners while you can. And again, this is right around a $100 price point. And the great thing about the practice squad, too, is, Chinmay, is that you get a little bit of everything. Think of it as like, I like to call this the buffet series. Because you go to a buffet, why do you go to a buffet? Because you go for variety. You want to load up as many things on your plate as possible. Well, what if you load up all of these things on your plate? We, just in the photo headliners alone, we have a jersey that's available in Davante Adams, gorgeous Davante Adams Tay jersey for the Los Angeles Rams, the current touchdown leader for receivers in the entire NFL right now. And because of his touchdown scoring prowess, he moved into the top 10 this year.
Yeah.
All time in receiving touchdowns, which, by the way, kind of shocked me a little bit. Because when you think of all-time great receivers, obviously in the modern day, I think Davante Adams deservingly is in there.
Yeah.
But usually, I never, honest to God, would have thought of Davante Adams being top 10 all-time in receiving touchdowns.
Sure.
He's had that great of a career.
Yeah, he's kind of quietly built up all those touchdowns. It seems like it's one of those players that you like take their greatness for granted because it's so regular.
Yeah.
And he's not like all that flashy when he does it. At least in Green Bay, he wasn't. But yeah, he's he's that dominant in that portion of the field to where he's going to rack up touchdown numbers.
I think part of it too has to do with, and again, a lot of things in sports are narrative based, right? A lot of people, I feel like, Chinmay, thought that his those historic stints he had with Las Vegas and New York kind of made feel like he was taking a step back in the limelight, right? Because with the Jets last season, he had 67 catches for 854 yards, a subpar season for Devontae again, sus quarterback play. Played 3 games just the year prior with the Las Vegas Raiders in that season. So he actually hasn't been a Pro Bowler since his first season in Vegas when he had 100 catches and a league-leading 14 touchdowns. But over the course of his future Hall of Fame career, this year, Chinmay, became the 7th year of Devontae's career in which he had double-digit touchdowns. So, again, it's just been a while since he's been back in the limelight. And, of course, now he's a big reason on why Matthew Stafford is the current leader for the MVP award this season.
We have a very interesting situation that just happened.
Which is?
Aubrey has decided that she wants the QB room box all to herself. So, we'll just open up that box.
All right, Aubrey, big round of applause again. Let's go, Aubrey. Awesome stuff there. So, well, Baker, you had a nice run next to me. Now the QB room again. You're gonna get a QB here, obviously, Aubrey. So, again, not just a very interesting situation, a very awesome situation. So, let this be a lesson for all of you baby breakers and breakettes out there. 2 ways if you ever want to guarantee yourself an item here in the UA Live break room. You buy out an entire break like Aubrey just did, which again, huge round of applause to her. She just closed out that series. And guess what? She's going to get a guaranteed Chase wheel spin, which, by the way, Chinmay, I don't think I have ever had here as a host where we are going to have, because again, these are 2 separate lists between that and the Weekend Warrior. She's going to be the only one because it's the last break in the series. So she's just competing with me, myself, and I. So again, guys, buying out an entire break or buying a personal for yourself are the only 2 ways you guarantee you win. Or if you Venmo Chinmay and I'm just kidding. That is how we end up in the unemployment line. But seriously though, awesome job by Aubrey. Whenever that list is good, unless you got it up, my friend.
Well, you don't need to do the randomizer. True. It's just her.
True. Just for the order number, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you the 277676 is the
sounds good
number.
Fair enough. And that's Aubrey Gerling, correct?
Mm-hmm.
277
676.
676. So again, this is a hidden gem. What's up, boys? What's up, Boogland? Hopefully you got to Kentucky A-OK, my friend. Any guesses on the hidden gem quarterback if you want to throw your hat into the ring? I'm going to guess, and genuinely, we do not know. We never know what's in these boxes, guys, unless Chinmay likes to be a peeping Tom with these. I'm going to guess Jim McMahon, because I haven't seen Jim McMahon in forever.
That's a good guess. Trying to think of who could even be qualified as a hidden gem. I'm going to go with Michael Penix. Because he's been in the room before.
I like that. See, this is where the veteran experience for Chinmay and myself, it's like, okay, quarterbacks that we know would be hidden gems. That's good, though. Penix we've seen. Haven't seen Penix
He's been around in the break room. Yeah. So I think it could be him.
All right, Aubrey. This one's all for you.
Yeah.
This one is all for you. Wow. Okay, so this is the right conference for both of us, but
but wrong team.
The wrong team for both of us, but the right era for me.
Okay.
This might actually be a little bit L Warner. I'm assuming you mean Kurt Warner, because Kurt never took any L's, Tanya, especially not here in the break room. But I will say that. Yeah, Warner. That's a good guess. Quick thing for Fuglin said, I just watched the airplane my wife is about to work on. Land and get taxied in for her to work on the plane down here in Louisville, Kentucky. She has such a cool job. Wow, that's actually, wow. Shout out.
Working on airplanes, okay.
Shout out to Feth, yeah. Make sure to visit the Wood Bat Museum that they have. And isn't that in
Louisville Slugger?
And
right?
Louisville Slugger, the Louisville Slugger, yeah. And
there's a lot of There's a lot of whiskey bourbon down there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That sounds like a great weekend. Yeah.
Bourbon and bats.
Bourbon and bats. Yeah. you might have to get that patented. Yeah. That would be a great.
Louisville's already got that patented.
I was gonna say for bourbon and bats. I was gonna say. I mean, I'm just saying, man. Like, if you want to start getting into the food business,
that's their. I'm sure they have a tour bus company that is.
Oh, bourbon and bats. They got to. Yeah. I'm just saying, you might have to do some research on the side.
Sure.
Aubrey, I don't know how extensive your Philadelphia Eagles knowledge is, but you're getting one of the most iconic analysts and one of the better personalities in Philadelphia Eagles history on a gorgeous Kelly green lid on a game day authentic. This is a beautiful Ron Jaworski. It's Jaws. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Ron Jaworski, baby. Kelly Green, Philadelphia Eagles game day authentic. Awesome stuff there for Aubrey Gurley. She left nothing to chance. And guess what? How much money is she going to be getting back out of the spot that she bought?
Who knows?
We'll find out by the end of the show. And she gets her own separate Chase Wheel Spin. So I might actually just change the name from the QB room to the Aubrey Gurling Chase Wheel Spin at this point. So very, very cool stuff. So Ron Jaworski, just because of the age, obviously for Chinmay and myself, we remember him more as an analyst.
Yeah.
More than we do his playing career. But talking about Jaws, certainly had a very good one. And again, one of the best nicknames ever. From 1974 to 1989, one-time Pro Bowler and a Burt Bell Award winner with the Philadelphia Eagles. He spent a majority of his career there from 77 to 86. Very nice career. Hey, look, if you could be a quarterback for 15 years in the NFL, dude, you're doing something right. For Jaworski, his only Pro Bowl season came in 1980 at 29 years old, went 12-4 for the Birds, had 27 touchdowns, Chinmay, which was a career high for Jaws. Billets and Barrels right down the road from the Bat Factory can craft her own bourbon there, and it's baseball bat themed. Highly recommend.
All right.
So Billets and Barrels, baseball or
bourbon and bats.
Bourbon and bats.
Billets, yeah.
I'm more of a bourbon and bats guy.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm more of a bourbon and bats guy. But
Jaws also in the Eagles Hall of Fame, by the way.
Yeah.
So definitely has that standing among the Philadelphia faithful.
Now, I will say by namesake, right? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to sit here and, again, everybody here at UA calls me the mayor of fair. No, they don't. But I just want to be consistent with you guys. Ron Jaworski and Baker Mayfield are not our two biggest namesakes that we have here in the break room. However, in terms of aesthetics, one on a Speed Flex, or Ray Speed Flex, one on a standard authentic. I mean, come on, I've got Christmas colors in the room, man.
For sure.
The Cali Green and the beautiful Rave Speed Flex. Two awesome hits to get ourselves started, guys. So, again, shout out to Aubrey, man. Let's get ourselves back into the practice squad with what we were talking about earlier, because you talk about a curveball getting thrown to me. You had me buckled at the knees there for a called third strike. So, Aubrey, again, thank you for doing that. Let's see what else we got in this practice squad. So, we were talking about the Davante Adams jersey. It's hard to say, Chinmay, that a guy who leads the NFL all time in one specific category, something as prominent as rushing yards, I would call him. Now, would it be blasphemous of me to say that I think Emmitt Smith is underrated in a historical context? I think that because I look at Emmitt Smith and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the same light of their own sports, where they get their greatness and their appreciation for their longevity.
Yeah.
I don't think people appreciate Emmitt's peak enough, despite 3 Super Bowl wins, despite him being one of the reasons why Dallas has been viewed as the number one franchise in terms of, being that number one America's team because of the teams that he played on. I love Emmitt Smith, man. We got him on a football available in this practice squad series. Aaron. Talking about the nice Rogers Lunar Authentic. Yeah, Aaron is still in here. It'd be nice to go with it. A Balaki Bortles. That would be cool. Get ourselves Balake up in here as well. How about a couple of Ravens teammates in here? We got the NFL mini for Ray Lewis. That's new that I've seen for Ray, which is very cool. That's a nice slate mini we got there. Nice. Trying to decipher what color that is. It's almost like, I don't want to use rust because that doesn't sound sexy.
It's like beige tan.
It's like a tan. Yeah. It's like a nice Florida tan. Nice Baltimore tan. I don't think anybody's ever acquired a Baltimore tan. But Ed Reed, man, if a Baltimore tan resulted in you getting dyed purple, well, sign me up. for that speed flex for the red-eyed Raven. If you guys watch some Thanksgiving Day football, this is the helmets and the jerseys that they wore. These are their alt home uniforms that they have. Really, really great design. You got the gold cage. Again, $51, guys. $51 for an Ed Reed speed flex. When do you ever see that? Joey says dark gold. I like that. Dark gold. Yeah, I like dark gold. Sounds a lot more
appealing.
A lot more appealing. There you go. There you go. I like that. Ed Reed, $51, guys, on a single for a speed flex, or $102 for the double. European mud bath sounds fancy. European mud bath sounds. Now that is something you got to get patent pending. European mud bath. It sounds like a drink that I would serve at a bar at 2 a.m. Is Hutchinson still in there? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Aid Hutchinson. That's on a speed flex there, Fuglin.
Yeah.
For our guy Hutchinson. Couple other guys that we got. We got a lot of. I got a lot of guys. Talk about you talk about an all-time underrated running back. How about Marcus Allen? Marcus Allen, former MVP running back, did a lot of his damage with the Oakland Raiders. But we get him here now. Our breaker manager and Combinentia. Now, if there is a guy that you want to listen to about the history of items we've had here at UA, Combinentia is the guy you go to. When I was working on Tuesday with Common, we did break a Marcus Allen, Kansas City Chief. He said, I've been here for 4+ years. I would say less than 5% of the Marcus Allen merch that we get here is on a Kansas City Chief. So it's very rare here in the break room that we get Marcus on a Kansas City Chief on the patented Chiefs red for that signature on a very nice slate. Authentic there for the former MVP running back. How about A-Rod as A-Rod, excuse me, for Aaron Rodgers on a lunar authentic? That's a great looking lid, man. I know that's probably going to make you scratch your eyes out seeing that on a Pittsburgh Steeler for Aaron Rodgers, but it's a great looking lid, man.
It is. It really is. And I think the best thing about this practice squad is just the price point, right? Like $51 for a single for a chance to win authentic or speed flex. We talk about the speed flex series and, you're going to win all the helmets that are speed flexes, but you're still paying like 3 times the price for a single spot in that single speed flex. Whereas practice squad, there's 7 speed flex plus authentic helmets that you're going to get potentially for $51 a spot. Like that's the best value in the break room, even if not every box is a speed flex.
We got 3 speed flexes in the series. Actually, 4, speed flexes, guys. As a photoed headliner in a practice squad, speed flex for $51. Hell, why not go for it at $102? That's still a steal for any one of these guys. The other speed flexes we got available, Chinmay, you just alluded to it. How about you? Let's just call this the underrated running back series. Tiki Barber as well on a speed flex. If Tiki Barber played just a couple more years, he would be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
Yep.
Tiki Barber, amazing running back for the Giants, former Super Bowl champion in 2007 and I believe 2011 as well, right?
No, so he actually, because we've had this debate before.
Oh, Brandon Jacobs. That's right.
Brandon
Jacobs.
He actually retired before that Super Bowl.
That's right. Huh. Yeah, that's right.
But we got a practice squad single break coming up.
Let's do it.
Right on cue.
You've
been talking it up so much, people are interested.
Yeah, man, this is it's called good marketing. Good marketing from you and I both. But nothing is better than our wonderful customers. Our marketing doesn't mean anything if our customers don't put some pen to the paper, and you guys are doing that in a wonderful way. Josh Jacobs on a Green Bay Packers authentic. They knew Chinmay was going to be in here for this series, so they had to throw a Packer on as a headliner. A couple of quick questions in the chat going on. Great to see the chat so up and lively, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Fuglin, yes, Hutchinson is still available. Good morning, Amanda Keela. Good to see you, Amanda. Sorry, just joining us. Travis Kelce still available. So you're alluding to the Travis Kelce in the black and blue. Travis Kelce is no longer in the black and blue. But Amanda, do not worry. 15 headliners, 22 boxes in that series. Lawrence Taylor, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, Nico Collins, Jonathan Taylor, Adrian Peterson, Josh Jacobs on a Raiders speed flex. Earl Campbell, Steve Young, and Bo Jackson. All photoed headliners. If you want to see what one of the secondary headliners look like, it's right here in front of you. Baker Mayfield on a Rave speed flex. We have 2, not 1, but 2 Derrick Henry secondary headliner speed flexes with Rob Gronkowski, Steve Young, LaDainian Tomlinson, and A.J. Brown. And right on cue, Joey said, I won the A.J. Brown. Very nice. Very nice. A.J. Brown, man. Very, very cool. Fook said, I'm on a Lions or Vikings next to my PC. We got a lot of Lions and Vikings there, Fuglin. Lot of good ones there for you, buddy. Did I miss that I formation double break?
That was the first break that we had.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you did miss it. If you did, because you were in the chat from the start.
Mr.
Michael was. So,
Mr.
yeah, I don't
Ployles.
know. Yeah.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, it's possible.
He's a busy man.
Yeah.
He was probably. I'm more just surprised that he's tuning out you and me. Michael, man, we go way back to last week. How can you hurt me like that? So this is what it's going to look like, guys. 9 times around the world, we won practice squad single. But just so you can see this here, Michael, this is who won that. Dennis Rivers won that. Bill Romanowski football up there. And John Pascal, he ended up getting that Terrell Suggs mini. Aubrey Gerling, who, by the way, has been kicking some serious you-know-what. She won a Brett Hull autographed, authenticated jersey in the multi-sport headliner. And then she ended up getting the Ron Jaworski as well in the QB room. So let's see what we got going on here in the practice squad single. One number, by the way, guys, for the practice squad number 1. Aubrey again dominating another series, this time with 5 spots. She has the entire NFC on lock. So any NFC headliner hit that is going to result in Emmitt Smith. Let's see what else do we got here. Tiki Barber, Aiden Hutchinson, Josh Jacobs. And we also have Anquan Bolden as a secondary headliner with Derek Brooks and Micah Parsons.
Good, good list.
So any one of those headliners,
Long
man.
list.
And Aubrey's sitting pretty. She's also got that AFC South spot as well. Joseph, good to see you, Joseph, now in the chat. And the AFC North and AFC West. So you got that Ray Lewis and Ed Reed spot, my friend, in the AFC North. And you also got the AFC West, which has that gorgeous Marcus Allen, Kansas City Chiefs authentic. The Aaron Rodgers lunar authentic as well in the AFC North. And then Joe Rosales, Papa Joe sandwiched in that AFC East. Michael said, was I in that one for the practice squad double?
He wasn't, no.
You were not, Michael. You were not.
So it's
in
not,
that.
so he's in the next one.
Okay.
No, he's in the next one. Yeah.
He said, sorry, brother, I'm on
No, makes complete sense. And actually, no, that's good clarification because, you didn't miss the break you were in. He missed the first practice squad double. He's in the next practice squad double, which has 6 spots to go.
Yeah, and obviously, if and this applies to anybody, if you are on daddy duty, mommy duty, jury duty, whatever duty you might have.
Maybe not the jury duty.
To go attend. Well, I was going to say jury duty would be a good excuse for you to be away from your phone. But Twitch and YouTube, obviously, we have timestamps for every single winner. So if you come in the chat and say, hey, here's my order number, or hey, was this break done, yes or no? If it was, we can go back and tell you, hey, rewind to this point in the live stream. Super easy and effective way. Our viewers love to see that. So I'm going to go to the wheel spin here, guys. Let's see here. And again, the wheel's been very, very kind this morning. So start off with the number 1. This is going to be the practice squad number 1. We had a double earlier, Chinmay, in this series. So 26 boxes left and 13 headliners. Box 27 is what we're going to be rocking in the practice squad. It says we should have it. Do we have 26 through 30 over there?
26. Well, 27 is gone.
Yeah.
And yes, we have 26 through 30 minus 27.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Sounds good. Thank you. Good luck, everybody. If you're just tuning in for the first time here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room this morning, happy Saturday morning to all out there. Just a little past 10 o'clock Central Standard Time here. For those that are unfamiliar with how Chinmay and I do things here in the UA live break room, we go to at least, and I mean bare minimum, 11 o'clock for our 9 a.m. show. We want to stay on as long as you guys want to keep putting in orders. So we love talking football. We love talking sports in general. Chinmay is I will go as far as to say our resident college expert. So college game day. This is when his toes start to curl the most. God, I don't know what I just started to say there when talking about a particular sport. So we're going to go through that. We also have some NFL spread picks out there that we're going to get to at some point over the course of the show. So for those degenerates out there, you're staring at 2 of them on screen right now. So if you want to join us in that, feel free to. We got that coming up as well. But first and foremost, this practice squad is about to get sexy. Okay. So we're going to stay with the headliner theme here. And now, I did say this about a particular person in this break. I said, you have completely dominated this conference, and these are one of the guys you're looking for. Well, Aubrey, this is how you play the break room, guys. Let this be a note for all the first-timers out there. You pay to play, and when you pay to play, more times than not, it goes in your favor. One of the best wide receivers of the modern era, we talked about how underrated he is, the former Green Bay Packer and current Los Angeles Ram. It's Tay-time. Davante Adams, a headliner, the only headliner jersey, a part of this practice squad I formation break, and it is now going to be the newest jersey, a part of Aubrey Gertling's collection. Just talked about Davante Adams' numbers. He currently leads the entire NFL amongst wide receivers with 14 receiving touchdowns, 8th all-time in receiving touchdowns as well, and that list is only going to climb. Matthew Stafford this season is on pace for 40-plus touchdowns. Davante Adams is on pace to probably be half of those touchdowns is the reason why Matthew Stafford is having such a great MVP campaign. So, Chinmay, let me toss this to you. Obviously, you got to see a bulk of Davante Adams' career in his prime in Green Bay. Is he the greatest Green Bay Packers wide receiver of all time?
Oh, it's so tough because they never quite achieved the postseason. Rodgers and him never quite achieved the postseason success that they deserve to have. It's so tough because you have a guy like Driver who kind of came out of nothing and ended up being such a prominent fixture for the Packers. It's tough. It's really tough. I'm gonna say yes, but it's a difficult conversation only because the postseason success and the Super Bowl success wasn't there, but the accolades obviously are there. And Davante has played for other teams too, so that's also a tough spot to be in. But yeah, I think like greatest there are two different conversations, right? Like there's greatest receivers to ever play for a team. Like Randy Moss is the greatest receiver to ever play for the New England Patriots. Is he the greatest Patriots receiver ever? Who knows? Because he only played for the Patriots for a short amount of time.
No,
right?
N'Keal Harry.
Okay. All right. I'm glad we sorted that out. I was going to make that case.
Case
actually.
closed.
Yeah. Michael is saying Jennings is also overlooked. Yeah. Greg Jennings.
Awesome.
Greg Jennings was great. Did not quite endear himself with a lot of Packers fans in the way he exited the situation.
Went to Minnesota directly afterwards, right?
He did,
Yeah.
and did not speak so highly of Green Bay and the fan base on his way out. But yeah, Greg Jennings also a part of that conversation for sure. But I think, yeah, like Davante's had a long tenure with the Packers and has now gone to other teams. It just hasn't worked out the way that we wanted it to. But
Ooh.
I would say he's the best. He's the best Packers receiver ever.
Very good point there. You can't, again, it's all preference. Obviously, eras take a large factor into it as well. And just, dominance per era, consistency. But when I think of Davante Adams, that's the one word I think of, consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
But he could line up anywhere. I mean, obviously, Joshua Bateman saying, Antonio Freeman and Sterling Sharp.
Yeah, like, again, Sterling Sharp, Hall of Famer. Antonio Freeman, part of,
Jordy Nelson.
Jordy was another. Yeah, I'm a big Jordy Nelson fan. There's a lot of great names. But in terms of the accolades, like, in terms of the numbers, pure numbers, Davante Adams tops them all by a substantial margin.
I would say you put Sterling Sharp and Davante Adams side by side at their best. And again, Sterling, unfortunately, the neck injury, stopped his career before he turned 30. But at their peaks, I would say Sharp and Adams are right there. You could say that Sharp is better, but again, like you said, it's an unfortunate. There's nothing that you can really say outside of that. But like you said, the numbers and the longevity combined, I think Davante,
it's like
has to take that.
It's like if you look at, there was a conversation a while back when Kobe Bryant was sort of nearing the end of his career, like is Kobe the greatest Laker ever, right? Like Kareem has the better numbers.
Please don't get me started on that conversation.
Kareem has the better numbers, but Kobe is like there's a difference between like greatest Laker of all time and greatest player who played for the Lakers.
Yeah.
Right? Like Kareem is the greatest player who played for the Lakers outside of LeBron now, but you wouldn't say LeBron is the greatest Laker. Kobe, Magic, those are the types of players who you would think of when you say greatest Lakers. So I think that's where the conversation kind of gets clouded for Devontae, but I would say he's the greatest receiver numbers-wise to have played for the Packers.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great conversation, and I like the LeBron comparison, putting him in LA, because again, LeBron James is, in terms of talent, he's all-time greatest player in that franchise. Like, for example, the guy that I think of, especially for basketball, and we'll get back into the break room here, and we got a lot of our regulars getting into the chat, 23 eyes on the screen. Love each and every one of you guys. Welcome in Shinmei and Rob here, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch family. What's going on, everyone? I think of the Toronto Raptors. Now, when you talk about their 2019, championship, their only in franchise history, Kawhi Leonard is not the greatest Raptor in franchise history.
Right.
He is the most talented. He had the best singular season, but Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, Vince Carter, guys that put in, decade-plus long tenure into that franchise, multiple All-Star and All-NBA appearances.
Right.
That has to factor into it. So you and I are in lockstep on that, and I'm hoping that you guys could be in lockstep on this vault break, live break number 11, double box break here for this vault series. We have two spots left to go in this vault, guys. A $300 vault key left available. It is the only vault key left with 5 boxes to go. Chinmay, we have 2 hidden gems. One of those is going to contain the $300 vault key. Then the other 3 are photoed headliners between George Kittle on a very nice gold mine authentic, the best all-around tight end in the game today in George the Skittle Kittle. How about the original TB12 on a military camouflage authentic, and Terry Bradshaw. Very, very nice Terry Bradshaw lid there. One of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, to say the least. He really actually helped bring modern day football into what it was. One of the first quarterbacks to really utilize the downfield vertical pass. Terry Bradshaw, you go back and look at his numbers for his time, one of the best of his era, and one of the most influential quarterbacks of all time. Talk about a guy that was influential and did his biggest moments in the postseason. That is John Elway. John Elway, one of the best big game quarterbacks of all time. The back-to-back Super Bowl winner was in 1997, 1998 for John Elway with the Denver Broncos. Gorgeous lunar authentic there. Love that look on the lunar with the all-orange Bronco in there as well. Love that John Elway too. Speaking of the chat, let's get familiar with our chat again. Morning, Batman. The Doc is checking in. Doc.
Morning.
You had our first win this morning, Mr. Rivers. I don't know if you went back and watched it, my friend. That's another thing that I always wonder about the chat. Like, when you guys tune in, let's say 30 minutes into the show, do you go back and watch, like, the beginning 30, or do you just watch them from that point on? Well, hopefully, Doc. Doc's dropping some question marks. He's like, what? I won? Well, this is what you won, brother. I know how much you like that NFC East spot. Wait, what was that? Oh,
no,
wait.
That's the
practice squad double.
That's a football. Yeah.
Wait.
He had the football.
He did have the football.
Yeah.
Wait, so why did I...
No,
because
John.
Yeah, Bill Romanowski. My bad. Yeah, AFC West. I don't know why. When I think of Doc Rivers, I think of NFC East and the Giants. So my apologies. But Doc, you were in the AFC West. You got this Bill Romanowski football. This was our first hit of the show this morning that we had for you, brother. So this is what you ended up winning. And then John Pascal had a nice AFC North hit, which was that Terrell Suggs man. Very, very cool stuff there. So Chinmay putting in some orders over there. Are we getting any progress at all?
Yeah, we're 4 to go in the jersey break. The NFL jerseys, your standard NFL jersey break, we're 4 to go. We're still 2 to go in that vault double, and we are not close on any other breaks. So really, those jerseys and and that vault double, those are the places that we would be closest to breaking boxes. Again, that vault double. Only 2 spots to go, and five boxes left in the series.
Yep.
3 headliners, but also a $300 vault key that's lurking there. So essentially, a 4th headliner, really, when you talk about that vault key.
There's a realistic chance if you get an AFC North, NFC West, or AFC West spot for Kittle, Bradshaw, and Elway, if you double up, that hidden gem you get, Chinmay, could be that $300 vault key.
Could be.
And not only do you get your break spot, let's say you buy 1 spot, you get your break spot for free and pocket $100 in your pocket.
Essentially, and you get the helmet to go along with it.
And you get the helmet to go along with it. Yeah. And that vault key could end up being a double up in one of those for one of those 3 headliners. So, and on top of that, I feel like I sound like an infomercial. Oh wait, there's more. You also get the Diamond Series as well.
Yeah,
that's right around the corner. So once we get this double, there will be one more double after the series.
One more double, one more single, and then you get the Diamond Series. Which, by the way, that vault key credit that you get, the $300, you don't have to use that to jump back into the vault. You can use that at any other series.
Yeah.
So you can jump into multi-sport jerseys. You can jump into practice squad. You can jump into the Speed Flex series if you want to. Like, you don't have to use that credit for the vault. It's just coming out of the vault.
Yeah.
But you can use it in any series.
100%. And just so you guys are aware, we do have the Weekend Warrior series back up and running. This is a part of our Chase Wheelspin today. Aubrey Gerling, she's going to have a QB room Chase Wheelspin all to herself. Shout out to Aubrey for closing out that QB room. But guys, 8 spots in the single, 8 in the double. Just want to let you guys know, PSA announcement, this series is up and running, guys. Again, weekend exclusive, just got brought back up this morning. This is a continuation from last week, and it's in great shape. We're not bare bones. It's not like we have very few boxes with very few headliners. It could not be more of the opposite. 10 headliners, 16 total boxes, and breaking news coming into the baseball world, so it only makes sense that we start with this particular player on this particular team. Julio Rodriguez is still available, the face of the Seattle Mariners franchise. Just lost one of their cornerstone pieces as a part of their American League Championship Series run. According to Jeff Passan, Jorge Polanco is taking his talents to the New York Mets. Jorge Polanco, a 2-year, $40 million deal. For those that watch the MLB postseason, Seattle does not do much without Jorge Polanco's excellence. He was phenomenal all postseason long. So for my guy, Ryan Andreessen, also known as Bophades, you guys know him and love him. Ryan, so that's a tough loss for you in the Seattle Mariners country. But again, the Mets needed somebody. Yeah. They losing Edwin Diaz, losing Pete Alonso more specifically to Baltimore. Really, really tough scene. They lost out on the Kyle Schwarber sweepstakes. So the Mets, obviously with Uncle Steve, as I like to call him, and Steve Cohen out there in Queens, he's got endless amounts of pocketbook money. So nice spend there on Jorge Polanco to add to their middle infield. Oh, again, Julio Rodriguez and Pedro Martinez, Petey on the bats, both available. Pedro Martinez, instead of swinging that shillelagh, he was a strikeout master of making guys swing and miss with the bats on their shoulders. One of the best pitchers of all time, in my opinion. If I had to take one pitcher for a Game 7 World Series, on my short list, I'm probably taking Koufax, Gibson, Pedro Martinez, Greg Maddux. Those guys are all on that list for me in big game situations. One of the greatest of all time. Pedro Martinez, again, guys, $48. $48. Crazy, crazy value, or 49, I should say, and then 98 on the double. Damn it, dollar off. Damn inflation. And then we got Steven Stamkos on the 2-time Stanley Cup championship winner on a licensed jersey, a Tampa Bay Lightning jersey. Look at that. Beautiful Lightning design there. Very, very nice on this licensed jersey back here for one of the best goal scorers of the modern era in Steven Stamkos. Come on. You think we were really going to get through a series without talking about my team? Y'all are crazy, man. Frank Thomas, baby. 35, the Big Hurt, the 1993-1994 AL MVP, who, by the way, Advent calendar, which reminds me, how many breaks have we done?
We are at...
Have we done 5?
We have done 5, yes.
Okay, so after I go through this, before we do the next break, we have to do the Advent calendar.
Yeah.
So basically, just every name that has been in the series, add that to the live break spot, and then that will do that. So guys, we're gonna do the Advent calendar. You're fired, Rob. You got the price wrong. Yeah, I know. This is why I host Ultimate Autographs and not the Price is Right. Frank Thomas, Chicago White Sox, best player in franchise history, 521 career home runs for the Big Hurt, 93-94 AL MVP, one of the most dominant players of all time, just $49 Fuglin. There in the single, 98 on the double. Nikola Jokic, greatest player on planet Earth right now on the hardwood, 3-time NBA MVP. The Big Honey in the Mile High City, 1-5 Nikola Jokic. Amazing jersey. I know Joshua Bateman knows a thing or two about Nikola Jokic jerseys. I feel like this jersey is almost like a birthright for him every time that he plays in a series that has a Jokic jersey. Henrik Lundqvist, the recently retired goaltender, on a beautiful hockey mask. One of the best goaltenders in NHL history, Henrik Lundqvist, for one of the original 6 franchises, which Chinmay, I don't know if you saw the group chat the other day, but Bob Boulay, our guy Jersey Slime, was in the Chicagoland area.
I did see that. Yeah,
he was with he was with the 3 of our hosts, and Robbie Lopez, Joe Aguilar, and Rip Camelucci, who you're going to be with later on today.
We'll see 2 of them. We'll see 2 of them later today.
And Joe tonight.
Joe and Rip on tonight.
Yeah, we got our two afternoon and primetime hosts. And that was really cool. They got to see the Blackhawks beat up on Bobby's team. They shut out the Rangers 3-0. So that was a very cool moment there. Chris Chelios and Brett Hull. We just saw a Brett Hull jersey get pulled earlier. Why not see him again? Aubrey, you already got the jersey. You might as well get the helmet. And you're halfway there to building your own Brett Hull. Chris Chelios as well, one of the longest tenured defensemen in NHL history. The longtime Chicago Blackhawks and Detroit Red Wings defenseman. Again, one of the highest point totals accumulated for a defenseman in NHL history. Patrick Ewing, baby, the first overall pick of the 1985 draft. Georgetown Hoyas stand up. Put the Hoyas on the map for the University of Georgetown and the New York Knicks as well. He helped revitalize a dormant franchise post their 1973 championship. They were in the doldrums after the Walt Clyde Frazier and Dave DeBusschere era, and they got rewarded. Now, were they rewarded legally? I don't know. Frozen envelopes out there, folks. I guess they're a real thing. Ask David Stern. Unfortunately, you can't ask David Stern. Rest in peace to the late, great David Stern. But for Patrick Ewing, one of the best two-way centers of all time. Chinmay, we talked about this last weekend. He was airdropped right into the perfect era.
Yeah.
He was an athletic freak. Both ends. The guy was a walking 22-12 in his prime, if not better numbers. And also spearheaded 2 finals runs in 94 and 99 for the New York Knicks. Ronald Acuna Jr., part of 2 secondary headliners in this Weekend Warrior and the multi-sport jerseys.
So that vault double is good to go, but
Love it.
The Advent is good to go as well.
So let's do the Advent first, and then we'll get into that vault. Joey said, I won a few things last night. Is there any way to let me know what I won or how I found out?
Yeah,
Yes,
I can go back and check. When he says last night, does he mean the After Dark show or the 6 p.m. show from Friday?
Yeah, if you don't mind just clarifying that for us, Joey. Was it the 6 o'clock or the After Dark show like Chinmay just mentioned? So, Advent calendar is ready, guys. So, thank you very, very much. This is going to be the list of participants that is going to have a chance to win themselves some UA credits. Or this guy right here. We got 3 $20 gift cards available or a Jose Canseco autographed bat. So which one this lands on, and then we do the wheel spin. We'll see who wins it. Let's see what we got. I want to see the Canseco back. Oh, man. Give me the juice. It's fine. $20. He said late last night. So the After Dark show is what he's referring to.
I'll check that.
So Chinmay, we're going to have a $20 gift card option. So one of those goes off the board. And now I'll put all these names in the randomizer. So top person at this list here, we should have... Yep, 48. Very, very nice. Whoever ends up being the top spot after 9 spins around the world will win a $20 gift card. Again, the Advent calendar we do for every show leading throughout the holiday season here. It's our way of giving back to the best breakers and breakettes out there. Joey said, thank you. No, thank you, dude. I'm glad that you won some items, man. Keep playing. I've been seeing you in a lot of breaks this morning. Keep up the pace, my friend. If you're winning, Chinmay always describes this as a casino in some ways. If you're hot at the blackjack table, Joey, you don't want to go home. You're hot, man. People got the eyeballs on you. You know, you want that. You want those items. You want the attention. You want those wins. So keep playing, my guy. So one more spin around the world. We got Joseph. Look at that. Joseph, you're on top, buddy. You could get this $20 gift card. Hopefully you stay on top. 9th time around, and we got Michael Baldwin. Michael Baldwin is going to be getting that $20 gift card for the Advent calendar. So, Michael going to be getting that. So, congratulations to the possible relative of Alec Baldwin. Cannot confirm nor deny. Vault double, as Chinmay alluded to, the list is put together. Thank you for that. So, guess what? You guys get to see more randomizer stuff. which is why you guys came here, right? See, 9 times around. Oh, we got the Kurd dog in here. Where's the Kurd dog in the chat, man? Mr. Michael Curry. Fuglin says, congratulations. Who does number 2 work for? Just a little more clarification on that. Who would you refer to as number 2?
I also have Joseph's list of items that he won here.
Yeah, so Joseph, go right ahead.
So he got a Bobby Okereke jersey.
Oh, cool.
A Marcel Deion jersey. A Jamar Chase mini. A Jason Witten authentic, and the AJ Brown authentic.
Wow.
So a lot of wins for Joseph in the UA After Dark show.
Looking for 2 numbers on that vault double, number 11.
See you second in the gift card.
Oh, I was second for the gift. Dude, we got so many Austin Powers quotes. I'm gonna have to watch Austin Powers, man, just for the quotes on here. I know I feel so bad, guys. I've seen one Austin Powers movie and it was like 15 years ago. So
it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. But one thing that I do understand is when somebody gets a lot of great hits.
Yeah.
And that's what Joey got. So round of applause for you, Joey, especially because you're a newer guy. I don't know if the Midnight Show is your first time playing, but again, you are showing up as a newer guy. But also, are you in this series as well? He is. So
yeah, he's in the vault.
Joey, call out 2 numbers, man, if you feel like it. You got that NFC South spot in this series. The AFC West spot is going to Jeffrey Brown. That's the John Elway. The AFC North is Michael Baldwin, who just got that $20 gift card. And then George Kittle in the NFC West goes to Michael Poyas. Michael, you want to call out some numbers?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Fuglin said, was that Chase Mini on a Bengals lid or a white NFL lid? I believe it was the white NFL lid, actually, because that was the photo headliner for that mini.
Yeah.
So that's what that was, Fuglin. Gonna go to the. He said first time 23 and 3.
So 23 is not available, but 3 is.
Gotcha. Do you want to do a different number besides 23 there, Joey?
The other numbers that he has available to him are 1, 5, 7, and 14.
And then we have.
Check the ticker, right?
Yeah, so 23 was not on here. So we have 1, 5, 7, and 14. Now, Michael did say let it go, Rob Wheel. Now, I will give, just because Joey did call out 2 numbers. Joey, I'll give you about 10 to 15 seconds here. Call between 1, 5, 7, and 14 on those numbers. If not, then I'll spin the wheel for Michael. He said 7. Sounds good. 3 and 7. Just because he called out the first 2 numbers, oh my goodness, I cannot talk today. Just because he called out the first 2 numbers there, Michael, Joey just naturally gets clearance for that. Did I miss the double jersey? What's going on, Tanya? The double jersey has not happened. We've had a multi-sports. We've had a multi-sports single, right? That was just the Brett Hull? Yeah.
We have not had the double yet.
All right. So thank you for the box calls there. So no, we have not had a multi-sport double jersey yet, Tanya. So we'll hop back in and see where we currently sit at with that. Mike said YouTube is slow. Yeah, oh, it definitely is. If you want to get some fast types in the chat, Michael, Twitch is definitely your way to go. Rob, talking is your job. Get with it, brother. Yeah, dude. You're telling me. Yeah, it was a long night last night. Phillip Rivers was named the starting quarterback for the Colts tomorrow against Seattle. And also, hello, everyone. Well, thank you, Brett Kelly, for, I love the update there. I mean, that's some scary stuff, dude. Scary in terms of for Colts fans and their playoff hopes and for the health of Phillip Rivers. He has exactly 142 kids at home to get back to. So, which honestly, I think that's why he went back to play. Is because he was
just some wild stuff, man.
Okay,
come on.
No, let's be honest real quick. But let's have an honest Phillip Rivers conversation. Would you rather wait in the carpool line to pick up your 100 kids from school on Sundays, or after school care, picking up your kids from your friend's house on Sundays, or would you rather play NFL football.
What's he coming back for? Like
The vibes. The vibes, baby.
I find it so hard to believe
Love Phillip
that
Rivers,
there's not
man.
a single other quarterback out there that the Colts can trot out. And they have to go like
Definitely not Riley Leonard.
No. He's hurt though.
He
right?
he doesn't have an injury, does
Oh, he doesn't have an injury.
That's what makes it even more damning.
And
keep in mind, Riley Leonard has been there through OTAs, all of training camp, and then Phillip Rivers. Now, again, the last time Phillip Rivers did play, like, just to show you how long it's been, Phillip Rivers' first words in his welcome back conference was, "Oh, at least this isn't on Zoom."
Right.
That was the first. That's how long it's been. Rivers is also very religious. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's literally going to have to say some Hail Marys when Seattle's defense is going after him this weekend.
I just don't like if you're Riley Leonard, how do you walk into that locker room again? I just don't understand it.
Yeah, no, it's a massive slap in the face to Riley Leonard. It really is. I mean, look, I just don't understand why you don't give Riley Leonard at least a fair chance, right? I mean, again, he's had how many career starts? He started last week. But I mean, is Riley Leonard so much worse off than a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers who, now, all respect, Phillip Rivers, in my opinion, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He will be a Hall of
Fame quarterback.
Without a doubt. But, like, the guy just looks like he quite literally got off the couch. Like, it's just watching him throw around in some of the videos and practice this week. And by the way, this is week 14, right? Week 14, week 15. They were 3 full practices, which never happens this late into the season.
Sure.
So they are literally going through full practices just to get Phillip Rivers ramped up, towards the end of the season here. So let's see what we got here, guys. 5 boxes, 3 headliners, and well, it's a good thing that we're going to have a conversation about Phillip Rivers because we're talking about quarterbacks here in the vault today. 60% chance of getting a photo headliner, 40% chance of it being a headliner quarterback. Well, that number has dropped down to just 1 headliner quarterback. The gorgeous Lunar Authentic for John Elway, the 2-time Super Bowl quarterback. Whoa, Nelly for Jeffrey Brown. As he, very, very nice. Trying to think of the right verbiage here. There you go. He bucks his way through this break room here with this awesome headliner hit, the patented John Elway 7 signature. With a gorgeous orange sig.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. That is staying on the table without a doubt. Very clean looking lid. John Elway, one of the best big time quarterbacks. Did you actually know that John Elway is actually labeled as the backup quarterback in case Bo Nix gets hurt?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, this year is actually just the age of unretiring legendary quarterbacks, I guess.
Brett makes a good point in the chat. Phillip Rivers, semifinalist on the Hall of Fame ballot, but now because he's playing,
pushed back.
It's going to be reset.
Yep.
It's going to be reset again. Yeah.
Yeah. And look, for Phillip Rivers in itself, like
this is not a knock on Phillip Rivers.
Hell
right?
no.
No. I'm not saying this as a knock on Phillip Rivers. It's just crazy that a guy who has been there all of offseason, all of the OTAs, all of the regular season meetings, has put in the work, who is probably not going to have a lengthy NFL career and just gets essentially cast aside for a guy who's coming out of retirement, not having played 6 years of football.
Yeah.
The Colts aren't and I'm not again, take this, this is a different topic entirely, but the Colts aren't calling Colin Kaepernick out of retirement. Right? Why? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
No, I'm just saying there are a few other quarterbacks that could have. Where's Ryan Tannehill? I'm just saying there are just more recent quarterbacks that I can think of that were veteran, serviceable quarterbacks that you could have at least I'm saying this in a very serious way, and I'm not disrespecting this guy. But what about Josh Johnson?
Yeah.
Josh Johnson is a guy that here's an interesting thing. I'm not sure if this is a fact that got passed along to me with the whole Rivers news that got broken out. When San Francisco was making a Super Bowl push, what was that, in 22 or 23?
Yeah.
When Garoppolo got hurt, Kyle Shanahan, before they turned, ironically, to Josh Johnson, he wanted Phillip Rivers to come out of retirement. And Rivers didn't at that point in time because he was freshly, about 2 years removed from playing. He did come out of retirement. Now, again, like the guy's going to be 45 in the spring. Like I just
find it hard to believe like they really had no other options.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to believe. I'm just saying, at this point in his career, he has, 10 beautiful children. Like, the guy is probably going to be talking about being more of a grandfather than a Hall of Famer at this point. He's closer to being a grandfather than a Hall of Famer. He should be applying for AARP instead of dropping back in the pocket on Sunday, which, by the way, you talk about getting a welcome back to the league. Hey, guess what? Phil, welcome back. We're glad to have you back. Now, have fun going up against probably the best pass rush in the NFL in their home stadium in Seattle, which is never a fun place to play. So it's just not setting the guy up into a very prominent
Cam
position.
Newton is another one. Cam Newton has been vocal about wanting to come back and play.
Well, he's been saying that forever.
Sure, but the point is, like, there were other options.
100%. 100%. And let's see if somebody gets that $300 vault key option on this next one here. So let's see what we got here. Just make bigger down just a skosh. Go. Well, welcome into the Philip Rivers hour of the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Nailed it around 10 kids, some spare cash and peace and quiet. That's why he's back. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I genuinely think that's part of it. He's just like, he's like, you know what? He's got to have the greatest wife in the world.
It's not a knock on Philip Rivers.
Oh no,
none of this is a knock on Philip Rivers.
No, none of this is. It's the decision making of the Colts,
which
is what the problem is. And again, this has unfortunately been the way of the Colts since they've lost Andrew Luck. They have yet to find a serviceable long-term answer at quarterback between Philip Rivers, between Matt Ryan, between Anthony Richardson,
Carson Wentz.
They've just gone through a bunch of one-year fill-in-the-gap guys, and of course Anthony Richardson was. I think
they had Jacoby Brissett as well.
Jacoby Brissett hey, JV, that's my guy.
Hey,
that's
look,
my guy.
Yeah,
that's my guy. But again, got to put some respect on Philip Rivers. Good luck to him. Now, hey, I'm just saying, 13.5-point dogs in Seattle. That may or may not be a spread pick for Chinmay and myself coming up. We're going to have to wait and see. By the way, I don't want Chinmay to have to wait and see what I got over here with this bad boy. So I know you're going to like this one. He's a Hall of Famer from your franchise. We're going all the way from the AFC West, going to the tip top of the NFC North. Bird Dog. My man, you're taking home the Hall of Fame Jerry Kramer replica helmet. Kramer enters the chat, the 2018 Hall of Famer, a part of the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame as well. And if everybody can put their best bark applause together, you didn't think he was just getting a Hall of Fame rep, did you? Michael Curry. The $300 vault key going his way as well. Way to go, Kurt Dog. Very, very nice, my friend. Awesome, awesome hit. So $300 with a Jerry Kramer hit. And Michael Curry, by the way, exact same scenario you and I conjured up. One spot. He got the helmet, and he literally made money back on this series. He's going to have $300 in his account, but it was a $200 spot. He profits $100, and he gets a Hall of Fame rep. So that is what I call a very good Saturday morning for my guy, Michael Curry.
Yep. That's a nice way to go. Hall of Fame rep helmet and $300 in your UA account.
You know what? To quote the great Mike Breen, and my God, do I love Mike Breen. Curry from way downtown. Bang! Bang!
Yep.
That's what it feels like right now for Mike. Mike, I haven't seen you in the chat, my man. Mike usually likes to pop in here from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Write that up for you real quick. Jerry Kramer. And I got to get back to our devoted Philip Rivers talk here in the chat. Let's see what we got here. Oh my God, you guys have been awesome. Okay, so yeah, Rivers came back. I don't think it will go as well as people think. John Elway can come next to me here. Yeah, that Fook said I don't think it'll go as well as people think. Brett said that's absolutely crazy. The Colts ended up with Philip Rivers, possible desperation on their part. Being retired for 4.5 years. Rivers is familiar to the team, and Jim liked him, talking about the late, great Jim Irsay, the former owner of the team. So it's an easy decision for his daughter, who currently runs the team. He's just got to be decent, not great. Team is very good. That is a fair point. Now, you can...
But same can be said for Riley Leonard, right?
By the way, quick thing, Timothy Boulay, yes, the Jason Tatum jersey is available in the multi-sport jersey.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Tim. Go ahead.
Same thing can be said for Riley Leonard, though, right? Like, Riley Leonard can prep the whole week, and he just has to be decent. He doesn't have to be outstanding. And backup quarterbacks typically play better when they have the full week of prep, when they know that they're going to be the starter.
Yeah. That's
when they typically have a much better idea of what they're going to do, how the game plan's going to operate. That's how, like, quarterbacking should be, right?
Sure.
So, like, yeah, it's just, and again, like, we said this a million times, like, it's not like Philip Rivers shouldn't have said no to this. Like, he's getting, he's getting to play football again. What does he really care? His legacy is secure. Like, he doesn't really need this game to, like, prove himself or anything. He's just going out there and having fun playing football.
Definition of the love of the game.
It's like for Riley Leonard and, like, other quarterbacks in the league, you look at this and you're like, what do I have to do to get an opportunity?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's where the slap of the face comes in right there. And Mr. Bruce Wayne chiming in. So, Bruce, I didn't know that you were a father of 3 out there. I thought Alfred was just taking care of you. As a father of 3, Rivers has like 9 kids, right? I have an idea why he went back for a bit. So, again, I think that's a legitimate aspect of it as well. And again, he's got to have the greatest wife in the world. To have 9 or 10 kids and actually say, you know what, honey? It's all right. I'll be able to somehow squeeze all these kids into our van and take them everywhere for the last couple months of the this football season. Brett said his Hall of Fame ballot has reset, like we talked about earlier. Maybe a very nice hot hit that'll come on next. Brett Favre is back is the backup for Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, very, very might well be. I wanted Philip Rivers' helmet on Monday or Tuesday with the Hall of Fame 25 inscription on it. He would only qualify for it at 26 if he didn't play this year. It's Alfredo. Yeah, that's pretty shocking. That's going to have to be changed up quite a bit. I'm shocked they did not look into Cam Newton, who you alluded to, Chinmay. I'm very worried for him, though, especially against Seattle's defense. I agree. I also go up against Seattle's defense this week. I'm not very happy about that. Same with the Steelers, since Big Ben agreed. Again, talk about Will Howard. Will Howard has not gotten a real opportunity as well. Matt Ryan, as a Bills fan, I would love to see Philip Rivers in the playoffs. Please. Nice hit. Hey, guys, what's left in the practice squad? Robert Pratt, what's going on, dude? Good to see you, my friend. I'll hop into the practice squad right now. Maybe his daughter is higher than Jim. I don't think Riley can handle the pressure if he fails. He cost his team a playoff spot. Isn't he a rookie? That's a lot on his shoulders. Plus, the Colts need a playoff berth the last few years. Have been rough, especially with the Richardson bust. But yeah, he's a bust at this point. Look, the Colts, it was the luck of the shoe for the first 2 months. I mean, Charvarius Ward and Anthony Richardson literally within an hour of each other. Richardson quite literally almost blinded himself this year.
Yeah.
With that very odd stretch band incident on the sidelines. And then Charvarius Ward literally got hurt by running into his own teammate by practicing out on the field. So 2 massive losses. Look, if Anthony Richardson, if he was healthy, would he be starting and would Philip Rivers be here? Yes, Anthony Richardson would be starting. You would assume so. However, the Riley Leonard piece of it, he was the 3rd string quarterback coming into the year, but it's just one of those odd things. However, Indianapolis, even with Daniel Jones at the helm the last month and a half, about 5-6 weeks, they were already on the downslide. Yeah. Houston has been on the rise. Jacksonville, despite what people might say, they have been a model of consistency. They haven't gotten it done in the prettiest of ways, but they have been consistent. So practice squad real quick.
Yeah, I guess for Michael, he's saying, Riley Leonard cost the team the playoff spot and whatnot and all that pressure. So you think that Philip Rivers is going to lead this team to the playoffs? That's effectively what you're saying. Philip Rivers is going to give the Colts a playoff spot.
I genuinely... Now, here's the thing. We got a couple series.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think either way. Look, Philip Rivers or Riley Leonard.
You can even say that even with Daniel Jones, they were on the cusp of not having a playoff spot now.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I think it's a grasping at straws type of thing. And for whatever reason, Shane Steichen is a brilliant offensive coach. Shane Steichen is a guy for me where it's like, I trust his judgment on this. If he really thinks that Riley Leonard was not capable of handling, this level of quote unquote expectations down the stretch, then I'm going to side with Shane Steichen on this. Now, if it blows up in his face, Indianapolis was already on a downward slide anyways. And guys, let's be honest. Even if Indianapolis does sneak in with a wild card spot in this point, because I don't think they're going to vie for the division anymore in the AFC South, like they had a stranglehold on the first 2 months of the year, they're not going to make a deep playoff run with this level of quarterback play. It's just not going to happen. So practice squad from what we got here, 2 spots left. This is for Robert Pratt. The headliners we got for you, Robert: Emmitt Smith football, Ray Lewis mini, Ed Reed speed flex, Marcus Allen authentic. We have the Aaron Rodgers Lunar authentic as well with the Tiki Barber, Aiden Hutchinson speed flexes. Those are both standards. Josh Jacobs authentic and the Brock Bauer standard speed flex. Mixed in some great secondary headliners as well. All 3 of them between Anquan Bolden, Derek Brooks, and Micah Parsons. All still good to go. Now, Chinmay, I do know that we have, there we go, 1 spot left to go in that practice squad double. 2 spots to go in the multi-sport jersey mixer. Both of these bad boys are going to break over the course of the show. Thank you, guys. Love to see it. Here's what we got left in the multi-sport jerseys, just so you are aware. We have had 1 break in this series, and that was the Brett Hull photoed headliner that was available earlier. So, 16 boxes and 10 headliners. Still got a lot of room to cover. We have Claude Giroux, one of the greatest Philadelphia Flyers ever, in Claude Giroux on a licensed jersey here. Des Bryant, was it a catch? Was it not a catch? Chinmay, would you like to chime in on that one?
It was not a catch.
First time I've seen Des Bryant here at Ultimate Autographs for myself, so good to see Des in here. Again, you want to talk about peak wide receivers.
Yeah.
An amazing talent. A very short peak for Des, but a very good one to say the least. Dirk Nowitzki, German Jesus, on the licensed jersey. Top 10 all-time in games played, top 10 all-time in scoring. His patented one-legged fadeaway. He led the Dallas Mavericks to their first and only championship in franchise history. My opinion, Chinmay, best postseason run for an NBA team in NBA history. The 2011 Dallas Mavericks. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the current wide receiving leader for yards in the NFL this season. He looks like he might win his first ever receiving yards title. Big reason, a big reason why Seattle is where they are at 10-3 in the NFC West. Jason Tatum was asked earlier if he's in the series. Yes, he is. I think that was by our guy, Timothy Boulay. Licensed jersey for Deuce and Jason Tatum, one of the best players in the NBA. Again, we have a couple series to get to, guys. I would like to get on a soapbox and talk about Jason Tatum. He is by far the most disrespected player in the NBA, the 2024 NBA champion. By the way, that whole run for the Boston Celtics, he led them in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals, the 5 major categories. He led them all throughout that entire playoff run. One of the best Boston Celtics of all time already in Jason Tatum. Lawrence Taylor, best defensive player of all time for the New York Football Giants. How about the juice and the late, great O.J. Simpson on the Buffalo Bills, the former MVP running back for Buffalo. And then we got 2 NBA headliners back-to-back rounding out this photo headliner series here for the multi-sport jerseys, Chinmay. Nikola Jokic and Stephen Curry with Ronald Acuna Jr. as a secondary headliner. What do we got?
Joey's also a Packers fan, so good to see. Good to see. He also says no catch. Practice squad double is good to go.
Good to see.
Practice squad double will be coming up here.
26 people tuning in, guys. Love to see it. 10:53 Central Time. Well, we are definitely going to be going by the 11 o'clock threshold. I absolutely love to see it from each and every one of you guys. So let's keep this. Let's keep the party going, everybody. Here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Chinmay and Rob taking you through our little spiels here. 52 eyeballs on the screen. 26 people in total. Good to see everybody out there. So again, practice squad double. Going to ask for couple of names from you guys. This is going to be practice squad double number 3, correct?
Yep, just getting that ready here.
So it looks like, and I know, guys, I know, Josh says no goal. Still to this day, of course. You got to show, hey, bro, home, man, you got to let it go. It's been 26 years, Josh. You got to let it go. Let's see what we got here. A couple other chats going on here. Big Mike said, indeed, after waking up from the couch, couldn't fall back asleep right away when we came upstairs. Sorry, wrong platform. That's okay, Big Mike. Mike, it's okay. You can have a couple of typos here in the chat. We allow it. Look at that. 2 wheel times 2. Well, that sounds good for Robert and our guy and Sean Nelson. Good to see you again, Sean. Hopefully your Saturday morning's treating you well. Yeah, Brett said, unfortunately, with the Colts trading their first-round pick for Sauce Gardner, they won't be able to draft a quarterback for the next 2 years. Now, of course, they could use later-round picks on quarterbacks, of course, but preferably, if you want to draft a franchise-changing guy, you usually find him in the first round.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Wheel times 2, guys. Let's get this going. These are my favorite types of shows that we like to do here in the UA Live Break Room. I love the football chatter. I love the breaks being open. Very nice blend going on. 16 Chinmay for the practice squad. 16 coming off the ticker. Okay. Second number. Going from 16 down to 13.
We just had 13 in a different break, so 13 is not available, but 12 and 14 are.
So it's going to be a picker wheel. First time using the picker wheel this morning. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. I'll use 12 and 14 to determine this right here. I mean, the GOAT Brady was not a first rounder, fellas. Yeah, obviously 6th rounder. 14. Yeah, Joey, it's a great point. I never like to use the ultimate outliers like that. Brock Purdy, there you go. Brock Purdy's a great one, Mr. Irrelevant, and then that boy got paid in Brock Purdy, which, by the way, I think that the Niners are a sleeping giant. Everyone's talking about the Rams. The Niners just had their first, they had their bye week, so really their first length of time where they can get some R&R time. Guys like, we haven't seen Brandon Ayuk all year. Jawan Jennings has really been good. Ricky Pearsall gets healthier. Obviously, Brock Purdy's toe gets healthier. So I think they're a sleeping giant. I know their defense, obviously because the amount of injuries they've accumulated is very, very suspect. But never count out Kyle Shanahan. Usually when you do, bad things happen. Let's get this going, guys. Going to randomize this for you. Make sure to close out that multi-sport double, guys. That is 2 to go the last time I checked. That could have already closed out, Chinmay. Not sure.
No, that's still 2 to go.
CMC is killing it, yeah. If you decided to take a chance on CMC in your fantasy league this year, you are in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And if not, then you are a nincompoop, respectfully. Or as me and my girlfriend like to call each other this time of the year, a cotton-headed ninny-muggins.
Great movie.
Great movie. Great movie. Speaking of great movies, we just saw one last night called Eternity. In theaters. Actually, Miles Teller.
Okay.
Really, really good.
All
and
right.
Elizabeth Olsen. Really good movie.
Yeah, interesting.
Don't know how much of a movie buff you are.
I'm a big movie buff, but I'm no longer a theaters guy.
Really? Okay.
I'm like, I'll wait for it to come on streaming. Like,
Which
I'm no
all
longer.
movies do. Yeah.
I've no longer. I used to be a person who the movie comes out, like we got to go see it in theaters on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, not like that anymore. More of like a convenience. Like, it's on the convenience of streaming is really what has changed the game. Like, you can pause, get your, you can get the popcorn at home.
Yeah.
Take your breaks. Change into something comfortable. Get your blankets.
Yeah.
Have a second screen experience. It just completely changed the game.
Chinmay, the man of comfort. Somebody's going to feel very comforted from what comes out of this box right here. So this is box number 14. What was the other one? Sorry, my apologies.
14 and 16.
14 and 16. Gotcha. I actually freak out when I go out of order numerically. It actually bothers me a lot. Wait, I'm sorry to be all over the place with my ADHD.
You're good.
Was that the Jerry Kramer?
Yeah, this is the Kramer.
I swear I wrote that up. My apologies.
You talked about writing it up too.
I know, that's what I was saying. All right, so give me a quick break on that for a second, guys. That was in the vault, right?
Yeah, it was Michael Curry.
Who got that? That was yeah. That's right. Got to get Kurt Dog really quick.
Yeah, see, Joey knows what's up. Pause the movie, refill the drink.
7, 6. Jeffrey Kramer rep. All right, let's get it going. Sorry about that, man.
No, you're
Thank you. Let's get this going. So the current break, what we got? Practice squad double number 3. Sean Nelson. Wheel collar magic. NFC North, NFC East for my guy, Mr. Nelson. Michael Poyas. And the NFC South, Joshua Simmons. And the NFC West, the rookie left tackle for the Chiefs is in here. Good to see that. Tom Kaz in the AFC North. Alfredo Lisciotto in the AFC South. Joshua Bateman, the Batman, out of Gotham into the break room in the AFC East. That's his division, guys. That's his division, looking for a Buffalo Bills sit in. Robert Pratt in the AFC West. Speaking of that yesterday, the generosity dues at an all-time high. Michael Swain. Have you seen Michael Swain in the break room yet?
I have not.
Oh, dude. We already have a thing for him. We call it the Swain trade because he is a big baller. He gifted Joshua Bateman a Cornelius Bennett.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, which is very, very nice. You know what else is interesting, Chinmay? When we set price points at $51 for this series on a single or $102 for this double,
yeah,
we really, really want to spoil you guys because of one particular reason. We decided to give you 4 headliner speed flexes in this practice squad series. Well, it's now going to be down to 3. Tom Kaz, you are the newest member of the flock. Say hello to the best ball hawk of all time among safeties. It's Ed Reed. An absolutely gorgeous Ed Reed, red-eyed Raven speed flex. Gorgeous. Look at that gold signature there from the Hall of Fame safety, the former Miami Hurricane, Ed Reed, with the beautiful golden gate. Awesome. This is probably my favorite looking lid of the show so far. Beautiful Ed Reed.
Love the Alt Ravens logo too.
Oh, it's great.
It's perfect.
Tom Kaz, baby, one spot is all he needed. Again, guys, $102 just got a alternate Ed Reed custom speed flex. I mean, that's just doesn't get much better than that right there, guys. Tom Kaz, longtime regular here in the UA Live break room. He knows how great of a steal this is. Ed Reed. Go, Ed boy. So it's a headliner by the boards.
Mm-hmm.
Here in this practice squad. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. See if we can get another one going out here. So Ed. I'm going to see if I can get Ed up here for the time being. Get Jaws here. Yep. Box 16. Second box for this practice squad double.
And we will have that jersey, multi-sport jersey double coming up.
Perfect.
After this.
That will probably do it for us. So Chinmay and I can step away, regroup, recalibrate. Here in the UA Live break room, 26 people tuning in. Again, thank you guys. Rob and Chinmay with you on this beautiful Saturday morning. And for one of the 2 people up here, might be cold outside, but we're getting hot here in the break room. And this guy dropped defenders like it was hot back in the 2000s. Absolutely love this guy right here. I'm all about Offensive Rookie of the Years, and this guy took this prize home in 2003 for my Arizona Cardinals. AB, baby. Anquan Bolden on a jersey, an autographed jersey for Anquan Bolden. NFC West, Joshua Simmons, where you at, brother? Anquan Bolden, awesome hit. Woo!
It's that Cardinal red, too.
Awesome, awesome stuff. Beautiful Cardinal red there for Joshua Simmons. Anquan Bolden, amazing, amazing hit. You talk about underrated. Hey, Ed Reed.
Yeah.
Former teammates with Ed Reed when he eventually went on to win a Super Bowl in 2012. We talked about that earlier, that Ravens Super Bowl championship in 2012. Awesome hit for our guy, Joshua Simmons. And that is also a headliner hit. That is a secondary headliner. So great series to be a part of for Tom and Josh. And then we got that multi-sport mixture number 7 coming up, that double. So I believe Tanya was talking. Yeah, Tanya is in here. So Tanya, I know you were referring to that break earlier. So if you're still in here, your series is coming up. Yeah, Josh, I was actually going to mention that. So I think I said that to you earlier. Robbie got himself a peanut Tillman. It's the season of giving, people. It's the giving season, people. Tomato, tomato. Yeah, again, this is what makes the UA community the best there is.
Absolutely.
It's something that I heard quite a bit when I first started here at UA. my infancy stages, which feels like a lifetime ago now, because I started back at the end of August, beginning of September.
Yeah.
And it already feels like I've been here a few years. I know you guys regularly. I talk to you guys in the chat all the time, and the kindness and the generosity of everybody here has been unbelievable. I've seen I've literally been left speechless sometimes with how kind some of you are in the chat. So again, it's the reason why we've been around for 11 years. We have sold. I got to remember what Common said, over 70,000 pieces of memorabilia over that 11-year time span. So it's been pretty unbelievable stuff, man. So
it all happens because of the customers and the community. That's how it all happens.
Customers are the lifeline. Gonna randomize this for you guys real quick and get two numbers for the multi-sport number 7. Speaking of the holiday season, did you get any of your signatures in this morning?
I did.
All 75 of them?
I signed all those.
I'm not gonna say anything to you guys on air because it's gonna be a little Christmas generosity, but some of you guys are gonna be getting some well wishes from here at UA. We all want to win, but you can't win them all. That's actually a really good way of putting that. 23 from Joseph.
Okay, by the way, it's a double, so I'll need another number.
Mike said, are you going to work at the UA after dark, Rob, now that Josh is leaving? I will not be picking up that shift. That is probably either going to be Steven Ryan or Rip Camelucci. They usually end up filling in for Josh. Sorry, you said you had 23, right?
23, but it's a double box.
Yeah, exactly. So I need one more number there, Joey. If you want to drop in one more number, brother, feel free to let me know. Yeah, Mike. So for myself, my schedule has been pretty consistent for the most part. You guys have been able to see me here on the weekends, 9 and 12 with my guy Chinmay, and then on Sundays I'm here with Alex Neatling, 9, 12, and 3, and then Tuesday nights with Common, and Tuesday afternoon with Dom, and then Thursday and Friday afternoons with Robbie Lopez. So it's been a pretty consistent schedule for me for the most part. I'll sometimes switch things up from time to time. 3 as well, by the way, Chinmay. 3 for Joey. Do not have 3.
5 is the closest.
Yeah, 5 is good. 5 is good, just because that's definitely the closest. So we do not have 3, Joey, so we're going to go with the closest in 5.
Oh, that was a box call.
Yeah, so do you want to call that again, Joey?
No, if he wants a different number, he can call it.
Yeah, feel free. Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah. I thought that was
I read it as a wheel, too, for some reason. My bad. Yeah, so we still have 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 is good, he said. Okay, so 5 is good. Perfect. Thank you. It goes onto the ticker, comes off the ticker. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Multi-sport jerseys coming up, guys, in just a second. So after this, we're going to do Aubrey's Advent calendar spin. Sorry, Chase wheel spin. My apologies. Yeah. Chase wheel spin. We're going to have that going for her. Take one last look at the break room, guys, because while we're doing this, I just want to see where we're currently at. By the way, we have one spot to go in the regular jersey series. 6 headliners, 13 boxes.
Yep.
And then we got 5 to go in that practice squad thing, which has been moving great. So we're definitely going to do one more jersey after this. In the regular jersey, in the shotgun. And that one's got Terrell Suggs, who we've seen today, Adrian Peterson, Warren Moon, Chris Carter, and Mike Ditka, the coach.
Sure.
The coach. 5 and 23 coming up. Good luck to everybody. From David Grove, welcome in, David. Favorite player, favorite team, feel free to let me know. Joseph Barufi. Feel free to let me know, Joseph, who you're looking for in this series, pal. Box caller. Aubrey has the 3rd spot with Joseph with another spot in the middle. Tanya, Michael, Aubrey, and Timothy. Got a lot of double-up possibilities, guys. Great series to get some double-up hits in. And this is why you go for this. This has been a headliner hit morning for us in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Now, for some of you out there, we talked about it this morning, Chinmay. I have one question for you, Mr. Box Caller Joseph Barufi. Was that controversial 2015
Oh my
playoff game
God.
for Des Bryant? Was it a catch or was it not a catch? Because this is a big-time catch for you, my friend. A Dallas Cowboys hit the headliner jersey, and Des Bryant is going to be going home for yours. Let's go, Joseph.
Well, he's a Packers fan, but he also likes the Bull. Joseph and I have a lot in common. We have Packers, Bulls, and Blackhawks, and he seems like a Chicago guy at least, or Chicago adjacent. So we've got a lot in common. And he's saying that now it's a catch.
And now, yeah, it's a big catch. It's a big-time catch, and understandably so. Awesome hit, Joseph.
Great hit. Congratulations.
Joseph, you had me at Packers and Bulls, and then your list of teams just tailed off there towards the end. So specifically that last team, I don't acknowledge here. I'm a South Sider through and through myself. So Joseph,
he's from Illinois.
Brady.
Okay.
There you go, from Illinois.
Yeah, it's interesting how. So I grew up in Iowa, so I was not exposed to the Chicago Bears growing up. But yeah, he's from the north suburbs, so I don't know how he escaped the Bears fandom.
Yeah. No, exactly, from the north suburbs. I mean, maybe depending on how far north up. I mean, are we talking about like bordering like maybe Janesville?
Yeah, I
up
was saying
there?
like Waukegan or like
Winnetka,
like McHenry,
or Crystal Lake, Round Lake, Antioch situation going on up there. Everybody else in the chat that doesn't know Illinois suburbs are like, what are these like? Are these Martians? Like, wait, what is this? So that was box 5, which by the way, good thing you called 5. You know, good thing that you ended up sticking with 5, dude. Awesome stuff. So box 23. Let's see, is Joseph gonna double up here? Good luck to you guys. We've hit 4 straight headliners across our last couple of series. Will it continue? And yes, it does. Keep the headliner train going, guys. We are not stopping here. Now, what we are talking about here in this Ultimate Autographs Live break room, legacies are made in this chat. And this particular player, his legacy is growing with each passing game. Chinmay, I will say this religiously on the show. You've heard me say this before. This particular player is currently having the best offensive peak of all time. It's the 3-time NBA MVP and the 2022 NBA Finals MVP. He is currently averaging a triple-double at 7 feet tall. It's the one and only Nikola Jokic. The Joker chuckles his way into the chat today. Awesome hit for Timothy Boulay, baby. He was asking about the Jason Tatum earlier. Well, guess what? I guess she'll have to settle for the greatest player alive in Nikola Jokic. Amazing hit. Again, like there's no hyperbole there. A 7
Oh yeah, no hyperbole at all. Yeah, he is going to be
Unreal.
One of the greatest basketball players of all time by the time his career is said and done.
I don't know if you saw the Stan Van Gundy quote that he had about he already believes that Jokic is the best basketball player of all time, which is, Stan Van Gundy, very well-respected guy, obviously a longtime NBA head coach. So, very interesting quotes from him there. Now, obviously, I would not go to that extent, but if we're talking about strictly offense, that conversation needs to be had.
Okay, Joseph Gurney. Okay, very familiar with Gurney. He's a Six Flags guy.
This is your guy, Favre fan.
Yeah, he said his mom was a Favre fan, so got saved from Bears fandom. Yeah, I got saved from Bears fandom as a Favre fan. Grew up a Brett Favre fan, and then we moved to Chicago. Unfortunate situation there as far as like rivalry teams being supported, but yeah, Favre fan, so stayed a Packers fan. It all makes sense.
Did we close out this?
We closed out the jerseys.
The jerseys.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Jersey break is ready to go.
So this is going to be the last one that we have, guys. And then we're going to do Aubrey's Chase Willspin, and then we will reassess things. So thank you guys. Chinmay, a very, very productive morning show to say the least.
Very good morning show. We'll hope to keep it going at noon, 3, and 6 p.m.
Something tells me that we will, guys. Again, we'll be back on at right around noon after this last break. This is shotgun jersey number 16.
Yes.
So one number for jersey Thing I liked about our breaks this morning, I mean, the variety is great. We have so many great jerseys that we could include as headliner hits as well. You know, from the Brett Hull to the Nikola Jokic. So many really good ones there. The Des Bryant, obviously. Both of those are just one of the last series. If you guys are just tuning in right now, this is a John Elway Lunar Authentic, a Rave Speed Flex for Baker Mayfield, a alternate Speed Flex on the Red Eyed Raven for Ed Reed, a Bill Romanowski footballer, Ron Jaworski rep. Big Michael Arias going with 15.
All right.
My whole family is Bears fans, but my mom and I. When you say Chicago, what part? So I'm a Western suburbs guy. So I've been in the Chicagoland area for basically my entire life, Joey. The only time that I ever lived outside of Chicago, I relocated decently far up north, but only a state away.
Did you say we don't have 15?
Oh, we don't have 15. Okay, so Mike, let me see this real quick. 15 was on the ticker, so that's a boo-boo.
Not bad, so have a number, go ahead and call it out.
Mike, do you got a different number you want to go out there and say, my friend? Ticker is now updated. But yeah, Joey, so the only time that I lived outside of Chicago, I lived up in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Beautiful college town, borders on Minnesota, way up in Wisconsin. When I was doing my sports broadcasting for baseball, I was a full-time play-by-play TV and radio broadcaster for a baseball group called the La Crosse Loggers, so I did that for 4 years, and that was beautiful. I'm in Wisconsin now because taxes are no fun. Yeah, damn right. Damn Uncle Sam. Mike, feel free to let me know, buddy.
Or anybody else who's in the break. It doesn't just have to be Mike. 18.
18. There you go.
18. Check. 18 should be available. It is available.
It is. Thank you. Go ahead. It's now updated. Thank you. Ann Corley. Welcome in, Ann. We got 3 newbies in the chat. My goodness. Woo. 3 newbies in the chat. Ann Cooley in the NFC North. Greg Topping in the NFC East. And Elizabeth Hernandez in the AFC North. Elizabeth, Greg, and Ann. Favorite teams, favorite players, feel free to let Chinmay and I know. Box caller Magic potentially for Michael Arias in the NFC South. Joseph in the NFC West. Good luck to you, Joe. In the AFC South as well, John Pascal in the AFC East, and Eric Schwartzel in the AFC West, a newer guy that's been in the chat last couple of days. Brian Jordan, what's going on, Brian? Welcome in. Said, are there any Kansas City helmets available right now?
There are.
Let's see. What are the Kansas City helmets we got right now?
Oh, helmets.
Yeah, Kansas City helmets. Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of headliners,
Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen,
the authentic in the practice squad. That will be available as the headliner. But there are plenty of Chiefs lids hanging out in the Anmore. Rashee Rice hangs out in the Anmore. Dwayne Bowe hangs out in the Anmore. We've seen... I haven't seen the running backs for the Chiefs at all. But we've seen even Hollywood Brown hang out sometimes in the Anmore. So plenty of Anmore section hits for the Chiefs. Nick Bolton,
yeah.
Mizzou made Nick Bolton.
Nick Bolton's
has been
awesome,
a guy in
yeah.
the Anmore section as well. So plenty of Chiefs in the Anmore, even if they're not in the headliner section.
Great question, Brian. An even better break about to happen here. And you know when you're hot, you're hot. He had the kind generosity of reaching out and saying, let's go, Mike. How about let's go, Joe? We're taking an AFC South hit here to wrap things up here in the 9 o'clock hour. Joseph Baruffi, way to close it out, my guy. Chavarius Ward on a beautiful hidden gem hit here. Very, very nice for Joseph. 2 spots got him the Chavarius Ward. Talked about Chavarius Ward.
We did.
With his unfortunate injury for the Colts this season, a huge part of their secondary, obviously a long time San Francisco 49er turned Indianapolis Colt this past season. So very, very nice way to close it out for one of our newbies. A lot of new guy and new gal hits today here in the show.
Yeah, and Joey, just to wrap up the question that he had with Chicago, I live in the city of Chicago now, so out by the lake, out in Streeterville. But my family is out in Naperville, so southwest suburbs.
Travarius Ward jersey. Shout out to Naperville, man. Shout out to Naperville. Naperville in the Chicagoland area, it's always just
There's a nice little diatribe there.
No, I was going to say just the, it's like people that, anybody from Naperville likes to think that they're a Chicago kid is always like a great running joke. So.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's my neck of the woods.
Nice dialogue.
My area over there. So we're going to get this Chase wheel spin here for Aubrey and see what this is going to be. So we obviously don't have to. Naperville is a very nice place. Yeah, it is. It really, really is. So instead of doing a randomizer, because there's only one person we know, this is her Chase wheel spin because she closed out that quarterback room. Unfortunately, guys, no Weekend Warrior was broken into, so we will not have a Chase wheel spin for that. But I will give you guys a little hint, nudge. That is still going to be a part of the Chase wheel spin for the 12 o'clock hour. It's a weekend exclusive series, guys. 10 headliners, 16 boxes. It is going to be finished by the end of the 6 o'clock show on Sunday night. I would be very shocked if it actually reached that point with all of the goodies that we still have left in there. So, Aubrey, 1 to 100. Good luck to you, girl. You've had a great show. And it's going to get even greater, Chinmay. Nice total here for her, $66. $66
cool. Yep.
going to Aubrey Gertling. And let's do our hits of the show real quick. And let's step aside before the 12 o'clock hour. So everything that we got up on the table is nice and fresh for you guys out there. So we have 5 selections to choose from. So what are you feeling, 5 to 1?
I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice. Okay, that's a good, very, very nice setup there. So I'll agree with you on the first two. And I love the Cali Green for the Eagles, too. I do. It's just because it's on a rep.
Right.
But Bill Romanowski, football 5. Ron Jaworski, rep 4. This is where it gets tough. I'm actually going to put the Ed Reed 3.
Okay.
Just to be a little different. John Elway, Lunar Authenticate 2, and then the Baker Mayfield
All right.
Rave Speed Flex at number 1. So, guys, every single one of you were amazing here today. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch family. You made this Saturday morning. Again, you guys got rewarded. Shout out to you that ended up winning these items. You decided to, on most of your days off, wake up and participate with Chinmay and I. And that's exactly how you have to play this break room here. What's going on, Doc? He said, Rob, would the Rodriguez bat still be available in the Weekend Warrior? It is indeed, Doc. Julio Rodriguez, Pedro Martinez, Steven Stamkos licensed jersey, Frank Thomas, Nikola Jokic, Henrik Lundqvist, Chris Chelios, Brett Hull, Patrick Ewing, and Ronald Acuna Jr. Doc, 10 headliners, 16 boxes, all still up to go. So, Chinmay, any final thoughts at all before we
No, it's been a great 9 a.m. show. Let's take a quick break here, and then we'll keep it rolling at noon.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for everything. Make sure to turn on that notification bell. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch if you haven't. To the best customers in the entire break room business, to all my breakers and break cats out there. That's Chinmay. This has been Rob. We'll step aside, like Chinmay said, for a few moments. We'll have our spread picks, the top of the 12 o'clock hour. Don't want to miss that coming up. The Weekend Warrior, the practice squad, the multi-sport jersey mixer. Do not miss